initiative.
If I put my mind to it, all of you are.
I was digging for snacks and found out that one of my players from Sunday left his cookies here. Mine now.
Oh. Does that say, what do you mean? He left his cookies here. He left you some cookies there. That's all I hear.
Exactly. Exactly.
For the cookies.
I made that mistake twice when we were playing at a game, like in, I'll say Rear Ranch. I don't know if you guys know where that's at, but an adjacent city. And
Rear
I used
Ranch.
to, yeah. But I drove out there. I'd like buy a big bag of Costco almonds and I'd leave them out there. And you know, like every week, I never had snacks the next week because they were always devoured.
That was your fault. All they knew was Jake showed up and brought almonds for us every week.
Yeah.
Hey Jake, you know what sounds like a really
nice
good snack
guy.
You should get like a family bag of Cheetos and bring it. You know, for you.
Yeah.
No. Everybody knows the moment you come to the table, it turns into fucking communism. Your bag?
Oh, yeah.
You mean our
bag?
No, no, totally, for sure. That's like during fantasy football drafts. I bring one thing of Twizzlers.
No,
that's one thing of Twizzlers for everybody else.
That's why you grab a box of Wheat Thins, dump the shit paper cardboard Wheat Thins out, put your deliciousness in there, and nobody wants to fuck with it.
Oh, that's actually a great idea.
What you also do is you put a fake bag in there on top of your stuff, so that when people are like, "No, that ain't Wheat Thins," they reach in and grab the bag, and it's all empty, and they're like, "I already ate them all." And then you walk away, and then everything, hidden floor.
Or you just keep them in your fanny pack.
I saw on Reddit someone where a mom was doing that to hide her Oreos. She was putting them in the box of Kix cereal because the kids fucking hated Kix.
Oh, Kix is horrible. They tried everything they could to make people consume Kix. They're horrible. They're like, why don't you cover them in chocolate?
Corn Pops?
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, did someone say something about corn pops?
We all know what the superior cereal is anyway.
I've been a cereal guy.
It's Golden Grams and Cinnamon Toast Crunch mixed together. That's the superior cereal.
Just Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Did you guys know
Golden Grams mixed in together?
That even Helen Keller can see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Ray Charles says it's the taste you can see.
I'm gonna use that at work.
Oh goodness.
You're
All right, so
I mean,
last
Enough of your
week.
shenanigans.
I guess we can play.
Damn, I did it
If
already.
Danny-
Okay, here's the deal. If you guys catch me saying so, like, or call
I
me
don't care.
out, and I will add gold to the next boss's horde.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
Hey, you just said all three of those.
I know.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
3 additions.
Oh, wait.
Woo!
Wait, by the way, I forgot to update my. Speaking of gold, I forgot to update my gold in my character sheet from
Jay,
last one. How much do we
Jay,
get per
what-
person?
It was like 90 or 95?
I believe
it was more than
No.
that.
Yeah, 9.
Or
No,
195.
I rolled a 97, and then someone else rolled a 10, and it was times that, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. It was times.
194 each.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't I put it in there?
you did.
Yeah, I had to scroll. I had to scroll up
Okay.
for it. So let me do.
And
some
you guys also
math.
need to make sure that those gems are in your inventory that you received.
Yeah, I need to rename it.
I did not take the medium one. I only have the one.
I
Crimson
took the
one,
medium. I need a.
You
I
have
need
a
to
red
rename
one
it.
and a regular one, correct, Brezzik? And then the other one's from the museum.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
1 red one, 4 blue total.
That makes sense.
Oh, I got it in the description of it.
Beginning your adventure last week, you decided to find a little bit of information about how best to enter the refinery. There was a side entrance that only the small in stature could make it through. There was the front entrance, there was a troll entrance, and there was also a rock entrance.
Yeah, we didn't go in the troll hole.
Yeah. You ended up making it inside. As soon as you passed, I did it. You gotta call me out.
Boom!
I'm from California. I don't even hear it.
As soon as you got inside, you passed a sound barrier. Seemed like there was a big silent sphere around the refinery to hide what was going on inside. Upon entering, it was a hellscape. A battle raged within between elementals and workers. Seemed like to the delight of what you came to know as the infernal foreman, a Bulazau that was running the show for, it seemed like, quite a while. You did find a journal next to Komen showing how there was different experiments that were going on. Midway through the journal, it switched completely to infernal, which Remy was not able to read. So he put it away for another day. You made your way through the refinery, fighting some rock elementals, trying to help out some refinery workers. One of them got away and locked the door behind you guys. Slowed you down a little bit as you made your way through, coming across 2 rogue thief type characters that were trying to break into the foreman's office. Remy dispatched one of them in his bloodlust after finding Komen dead, was trying to take it out on anyone he possibly could. One of them got away. You guys broke into the foreman's office, found the locked safe in the floor, of which is where you found your gold. Made your way through the refinery, heat blasting around you, environment kind of crashing down, infernal writing traps on the floor. You came across the Leonin boss, who uttered some words in infernal, ran through the doors, and quickly revealed his inner demon self, which you guys made quick work of. You guys did pretty well in that fight. So you leveled up, and you are exiting the refinery.
All right. Good game, guys.
My skin hurts.
Is there a certain way you guys would like to exit? Yes. Oh, and I forgot. And
With the outdoor.
Rail or Rayla was stung by the demon tail and is inflicted with a disease.
Way to go, Raylo.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have nice things.
So for right now, early onset of this disease, you are suffering from the poisoned condition. And any charisma checks are going to be made at disadvantage.
Oh no. All right.
You ugly.
Okay.
What? You ugly.
Is there a status thing in Foundry?
I believe so. Dave would be the one to
Oh, yeah.
ask about that.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Oh.
Where the hell are you? There you are.
Effects.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah.
There's
Nope.
a tab
Where
for
it goes,
effects.
assign status effects. Yeah, the little. If you right click your portrait, the little. There you are.
All right. I
Now
am
be careful,
poisoned.
but be
What's that?
careful though because the poison condition might actually change your stats in general, where you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, which the poison condition, right? I think just attack rolls. I can't remember what the actual stats effect is. It won't have the effect of what you just got. What was it? Disadvantage on what checks? Charisma checks?
Disadvantage on charisma
And poisoned effect.
Oh, and
and
the poison
poison
effect.
effect.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, then go ahead, throw that on there. Sorry. I wasn't paying
That's all right.
attention.
My blood hurts.
Which way would you guys like to exit the refinery?
Wrong button. Sorry.
You're good. It's a disadvantage anyways.
Sucks to suck, losers. I'm already outside the refinery.
Which way'd you go?
I don't know. I'm just outside on the map on the.
So do we go out the way we came in? Because I wasn't there for that. Or do we go out the front door?
I don't know.
mean,
I can't see the map.
No,
so
we have to go out. We have to go out the way we came because Remy's homies wrapped up in a blanket there.
Okay.
We put him. We took him out. We put him in that room. Or I
so
put him in
everyone
that
else can see the refinery map, and they're not just seeing the overall map.
I'm
No,
seeing
we're seeing the overall map.
Yeah, you guys are all on the same map.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go back the way we came. And while we are on our way, I'll just ask Remy about that journal. He said, I kind of heard that there was some stuff in it that he couldn't read, and just say, can I take a chance at it and see if maybe I can read it?
Nope.
Fuck you too. I hope Brezzik eats you.
I mean,
Getting hungry.
he's always hungry, so there's always that chance, but he hasn't eaten me yet. So no.
He can't eat him until we get him on his shoulder at least one time.
Guys.
We got to have Ash and Pikachu up in here,
Yeah.
especially since this mug knows fastball.
Hey Jake, quick question.
Yes, sir.
If I have a Pokemon homebrew module, can I use that for my wild shapes?
Sure. Like, just
You can say no.
No, just keeping your wild shapes. Like, what do you mean, Pokemon homebrew module? Like, what
Like,
is it?
I have a
Heavy
5e
man.
I have a
Imagine
5e
he's-
homebrew module that has been play tested to run a Pokemon game.
He's
Oh
gonna
my
want
God.
wild shape into a Charizard.
Fully statted Charizard.
Seismic toss.
No,
What you're
I will
saying
follow
is
these
you-
guys up.
Okay.
And
can
whenever
talk
you
about
do
You
that, by the
can send
way,
me some stuff and I'll look at it. I'm all
Oh.
about having some fun.
I'm totally down
I
for
actually
some
need to
kind of
DM
stuff.
you some stuff about something I thought about for your druid.
Yeah, we gotta work on that. Okay,
You
can I do an Arcana or Medicine check? Because I feel like ass.
Definitely.
Okay.
Wrap up the body, make your way through the tunnel. You guys pop out in the woods. Doesn't seem to be a soul around.
Ooh, if we're out in the woods and he's obviously afflicted with this bullshit and I like forging, may I do something, roll what for survival or nature to see if
Are
maybe
you trying
anything.
to help Rayla with their infliction?
Yeah, just trying to help in any kind of way.
Yeah, roll a medicine as well.
Medicine.
Okay. So I got to roll one more time with disadvantage. First one was a 17.
Yep.
That's a 15.
Pretty good. You two both taking a look at what's going on. This disease seems like it'll run its course eventually, but there may be some effects after it's run its course that you might not want. It's something that's curable through religious means or through medical means.
Okay.
He's got demon herpes.
Kind of.
I'm
I didn't
gonna
pray
go
hard.
to the cemetery.
If you
and
wanted to
bury the
try
body.
to find some herbs or let's see.
Well, he's poisoned right now. He has a status effect of poison.
And you could try to mitigate that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to more
mitigate
so anything.
So if you want to mitigate the poisoned effect, it would buy him some time, function normally until the next stage of the disease kicks in.
Yeah, that's basically what I want to do. Because I mean, I have something that can help with poison. I still have one. I still have one of that, but I don't want to use that, knowing that this disease is going to progress, and this is just basically giving him some Tylenol to help with the pain.
And that's what you'd be doing. So, not that the Tylenol wouldn't help. Having a party member that's functioning at disadvantage kind of sucks. You would buy Rayla some time, but it's not going to completely cure the disease.
Yeah,
so that's what you would know.
Yeah, that's why me looking around. That's why I was wanting to look around and see if maybe I could find more or anything to, just somewhat help.
Yeah, how much time would you like to spend in the woods?
I mean, it was mostly just walking by, unless Rayla wants to walk and look through the woods with me, try to find something. Because my character would also know, because based on what I do, like foraging for stuff, I would know where there's a healer, right? In town, someone that would have something along those lines. Because that's part of where, I like sell shit to and keep my way in the town.
Okay, I'll give that to you. I'll give that.
I'm just wondering. I'm asking, would I know if there's like something like that?
Well, if that's what you're saying, you normally do with your, supplements and things that you find is that you sell them off rather than keep them or use them. Like, I'll leave that to how you make your way in this town. If that's something you think you do is sell off your stuff, then I can have you make a roll and see if you could find somebody who can help with healing.
That's what I was wondering, because I thought that's what we talked about. That was, you were asking when we first started this, like how to make your character in this world, and my character does stuff like that. So that's why I was like, well, would I know if there's someone who could have a little bit extra healing ability or whatever in town? I'll roll whatever you want me to. I'll fucking you just helping. I'm just trying to stay with it.
No, if that's the way you make your way in town, you would definitely know of a healer in town, somebody that kind of uses some of your stuff. Not all for healing, some sedative purposes, but there's someone you've sold some stuff to.
Heavy air quotes, sedative.
Yeah. Yep.
I just had an absolutely insane idea. If I'm insane about it and it's absolutely don't do it, please tell me. I have create and destroy water. The poison is technically water. Could I destroy water on it?
Well,
I mean, it's in their blood too, so
and it's not just disease. And if you want to just try to destroy Rayla,
this man's over here trying to do some blood bending. Advanced water bending over here.
I like the creativity though.
This is not Avatar, bro. Calm down. All right.
I just had the thought. I was like, well.
It's like I'm gonna turn Rayla into a puppet and blood bend his ass. God.
So
Hey, we were told get creative with healing.
True. I did say that.
I mean, he's not wrong. God damn it, you're not wrong. Like, suck the poison out.
With two of the party members searching in the woods, is anyone else going to join them? Rayla, is that what you're doing? Are you helping Hoppum search in the woods and then maybe try to find a healer?
Yeah, sure. I think like what 15, 20 minutes, unless we have somewhere else to be quickly.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
The other three members of the party, what are you guys going to be doing? Are you going to be staying together? Are you going to be moving on? What's going on?
I don't think I'm going to be any help inside the woods. So
I'm gonna go bury the body at the stables.
Okay. I'll carry the body out of the tunnel and lay it down, and then I guess we got to go find Logan. Or what was the ranger's name?
Logan.
Yeah.
Logan. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go find him.
As you guys make your way through that stables area, so you put the body down.
Yeah.
Remy, are you going to try to drag the body?
Yeah.
Okay. Dragging the body in towards the stables. Carakas, what are you doing?
Would y'all like my help with burying the body?
No, I got it. He was one of mine.
And then I guess I'm going to go into the town and just chill at the bar area and wait for everybody else to kind of meet up.
As you guys approach the stables, make a perception check for me before you advance onto the bar. Brezzik, would you be going to the bar with Carakas as well? By bar, you mean like upstairs bar, downstairs bar? Which bar are you guys going to? Dive bar. Okay.
That one.
Make a perception check as you guys and the other two of you go ahead and make some survival checks to forage for some goodies.
Okay. So I am proficient with the herbalism kit.
Nice.
So I ask to roll neutral roll instead of like
that's fair.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
16.
Nice. I will get to Hoppum and Ralia in a second. Remy, Brezzik, Carakas. Brezzik and Carakas are the ones kind of carrying most of the load. Remy, you look up. There's the other gentleman that ran away that was in the halls that you didn't stab. You see him talking to some people, pointing to the refinery. There's some other people that are starting to gather around. There's a
just making sure I'm muted.
That doesn't look to be dead. There's a few people tending to him outside the front door of the refinery. That's what you guys see. As you drop the body off, Brezzik and Carakas, you guys begin to make your way towards the dive bar. Hoppum and Ralia. See. With those two rolls, go ahead and roll. You can each roll a D10 for me and then follow that by a D4, please.
Six and 3.
Okay. Hoppum, go ahead and roll a D10 and a D4 for me, please. Okay. Okay. Let me pull up my herb list and I will tell you guys what you found in just a second.
Back.
Okay, Rayla, you found 3 uses of a plant called Lucky Star. Kind of looks like a small shamrock, 5 clovers, but has a little yellow tinge to it. There's like a little metallic gleam that comes off some of its leaves. You know that if distilled or used in your herbalism kit, you can use it to get an advantage on a skill check. And Hoppum, you found some brown horn mushrooms. Those are used. Actually, you found those before, so those are used for a sedative tea. You brew them, and they can kind of, if someone drinks it, it kind of does the effect of a sleep spell. Cool.
What was mine called?
Yours is called Lucky Star.
Thank you, sir.
Brezzik, Carakas, you guys make your way to the dive bar. Logan is there waiting for you. Remy, probably, are you going to do anything at the stables to bury Coleman?
Yeah, I'm gonna bury him. I'm gonna put like a little rock, like mound, and try and see if I could find the girl that was sad or like was concerned about him.
Yeah, if you
Like,
want to, a lot of the people are kind of looking towards the refinery. You guys kind of came in the back way, so you could do most of this probably without too many people noticing. If you do want to find anybody, there's definitely some crowds that have gathered, looking at the refinery, people talking. There's, mumbles like magic use and blah, 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 and demon fire and the refinery, it needs work. It's going to be that blah, blah, blah. What's the capital going to think? Brezzik and Carakas, you guys walk through the crowds, you hear some of the similar stuff.
yeah, I'll just like bury the body, and then
Okay.
just stand there silently for a second, and then I'm sorry that this happened to you. I should have sent you more money so that you didn't really need to work. I'll do
So
better.
as you're sitting there and as you're saying words over this grave, you almost for a second hear like a response back. It's this weird whisper on the wind, and your kind of ears perk up a little bit. You are holding this book in your hand that you found in there, and you just kind of thumb through it a little bit as you're standing there after you've buried Coleman, and you are looking at some of the pages, trying to figure out, if you can read some of this infernal or not. And you can't. It's hard for you to distinguish. It's a really difficult, not very well, used language. But you start noticing some of the other names and some of the entries in there. And it's Liam, and it's Lucius, and it's these names that you've used as aliases throughout doing things in these towns. And you've always felt that there was a little bit of connection to some of these names you were using. And you start to realize that so many of these personas that you've taken on, where you've used them to kind of mingle into the town, maybe there was something on the air, something inside you that was speaking to you, that some of these people have been lost in this town, and you're kind of getting a little bit of a connection to the dead. So with that, we will move on to Brezzik and Carakas. You enter the dive bar. Logan's there waiting for you.
As I'm walking
Like you owe us money.
through, as I'm walking through Can I roll a? I probably need to send you the text again. Roll a perception check just on the people in general and see if there are, the people that I would recognize.
Roll a perception check for recognizing people in the bar.
The crowds. Like,
Oh, the crowds.
As I am walking to the bar.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check. You're in a little bit of a hurry. You kind of hear some of the words that people are saying: magic user, chaos, like capital. Puts you at unease. Beeline it right to the dive bar. Didn't really notice too many people.
Okay.
Logan's there to greet you. He says, "Did you find anything out?"
Could have told us there was a fucking demon in there.
A demon?
Yeah. And I look around, and I reach over to a table next to us and grab something off their plate and start eating. It's like, yeah, the fucking foreman is a fucking demon. Like split face and falling off and fucking yeah. So that wasn't fun at all.
I mean, at worst, I thought you'd come across some elementals. Why I didn't
we got those
handle it
too.
myself? You need I need details. There are demons. There's elementals. What specifically did you guys see inside the refinery?
Bunch of lava. Couple, I guess, thieves. Pretty bad thieves, by the way. Shitty. One of Remy's friends, I think, was dead. A lot of blood. Some rock things that were on fire. Some of the workers that tried to set me on fire.
The workers
big rock.
Are there any survivors?
Brezzik, shut up.
Question mark? I personally don't know because what do you mean shut up? I don't know because I was punching things in the face. I didn't punch any of them in the face, so I'd imagine they're still alive somewhere.
Oh, jeez. I mean, a lot of people had gone missing in there. It makes sense now that you say there was a demon.
Logan, there's some weird shit going on there. There's some squiggly lines that if you stepped on it, the fucking fire would burn you, and that's this one. He got lit up a couple times. What?
Well, you kind of look like a demon yourself.
Too much info.
Friend. Damn right.
Well,
oh wait, no.
Might I remind you, Carakas? Carakas, right?
Yes.
I mean, this was an exchange of information. If you don't want too much information in return, I'm glad to give you pennies for pennies.
I don't like gossip.
We're not gossiping. We're doing the best we can for our town.
All right. Well, then you tell the story. Right? I'm gonna go get a beer. Then I'll walk up to the server that was there before. Is like, hey, anything, any specials for the pit champion? Speaking strictly about food, and she might be like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, any turkey or ham hocks, anything like that?" And look disappointed, like, "Oh yeah, we got that too."
So at first she's a little flirty, and then when the conversation turns to food, you're speaking her language, so she gets even more flirtatious. Big old dwarf girl. She brings you some good food.
Hell yeah, good food and beer.
Smaller than she is.
Everybody likes a short, big titty bitch.
Yes, there is that too.
As I turn and look at you,
I just want them turkey legs.
So
that's the thing, them turkey legs, and she's like, "Yeah, Dad." No, I mean, really, give me. I want the turkey leg. I want to eat it. Just give me food.
Logan with kind of these ghostly eyes that he has, these plainer eyes. He sits down at a table, sits down in his chair, and in one motion, he kicks the chair out from the other side that slides for you to sit down. You have a little bit of my time to tell me as much truth as you'd like to, and then I'll decide what information I give in return. But my time's valuable, and by what Brezzik said, I need to get on the move. So get to talking.
Who's talking, me or Brezzik?
You're the one you're the one
Oh.
Brezzik went to go eat.
Okay,
You
that's
told
what
me
I
to
was
shut
like.
up, so I'm
what?
like, okay, fine, your story. I'll go and eat.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, who's talking, me or Brezzik?
Eat my face.
I'm
Gotta
a
fuel the
little
machine.
I'm a little reluctant to talk about anything magic, but everything you did hear from Brezzik was true. We made our way through there. A lot of fire. They were trying to hurt us. There was a lot of infernal symbols. Not too sure if I want to say much more without knowing I'm safe.
Well, you showed me you were a magic user when you came through the door. I thought we had a mutual agreement on each other's safety and well-being, but your trepidation gives me a little bit to think about, I guess. So, with that being said, I already let Clea at the magic shop know that she can extend my discount to the lot of you. I did a little searching on Saria. She either exited through the plains or through the scales. But I feel a little cautious in telling you more. Good luck.
Jake, let me know what I get.
She scares me.
Let you know. Let me get to. I'll get to you last. I'm going to get to Rayla and Hoppum real quick. After you guys forage the woods, Hoppum, you know that there is someone who dabbles a little bit in the escape from reality, the tortures that everyone kind of has to go through in their, day-to-day tasks.
You talking about?
Bought some. Huh?
Never mind. Shut up. I'm sorry.
No.
I was just gonna make a joke. It's okay.
Yeah, there's a Mind Flayer in town that kind of runs a little bit of a virtual reality escape for people. Dabbles a little bit in different types of healing. Bought some stuff from you in the past. That would definitely be the contact that you would know to maybe go to either find somebody else or to maybe help with Rayla's condition.
By the way, you don't have to call it contact. We all know what it is. It's my plug. It's okay.
Yeah. So, would you guys like to head there? I know I've given that name to somebody. Have I given that name to anybody else? Do they have it written down, or do I just need to make up a new one?
I do not have it.
Okay.
Well, it was me.
I'll just make up a new one then.
I'm just
Cool.
But
So the Mind Flayer's name is Skudz. All right. If you would like to head that direction, you may. You also see the crowd that's gathered around the refinery, the same murmurs that I mentioned to the other party. Remy, what would you like to do? So you hear that stuff from, on the air, this new path you've chosen. It seemed to open itself up to you. You're there at the stables. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna just nod to myself and I say, okay, now it's time to get paid. And then as fast as I can, I'm gonna make my way to the dive bar and
Okay.
try and catch the or catch up to Carakas and Brezzik and hopefully catch up to them as well.
Okay. Sounds good. Brezzik, Carakas, anything else you guys want to say to Logan? Any questions you might have?
I would just, with his little last remark about, me being magic user and all that, I'll just relate to him. Yeah, down there it was just us alone. Up here, there's too many people. So
no, you guys are in the dive bar. You guys are below.
Oh, we're below. I thought we were up
Yeah.
top.
No, you guys are in the dive bar.
Okay. My statement still stands.
Okay. No, completely understandable, friend. Well, best of luck. As he gets up, he begins to walk out. He meets Remy in the door as you're walking in.
Boy, before you get stopped, could I? Oi, Logan.
Yeah, champ.
I don't. Hey, yeah, that's right. I don't know what you all. I know you were supposed to find Saria for us, but we also need to get to the capital, and the only way I really know is through was it the Gap? I think it was.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of smugglers go that way.
Jesus. Anyway, do you have besides Clea or whatever her name is? Do you have a supplier like an equipment supplier that would help us get through that? In case we go that way. I don't know. Again, it's separate from our original inquiry of. I'm sorry, our original question of Korea, but
No,
I think that might be our easiest way to get out of town without having to deal with a asshole at the scales.
yeah, the scales. There's a reason why not a lot of people test that exit. It's
Obvious.
yeah, definitely a game of chance if you're gonna try to exit that way if you don't know somebody in higher places. Yeah, I travel a lot through the plains, but it's easier for me than most. There's as far as equipment goes, there's a few planar suits that Clea has. There's also, I guess a little bit of equipment that we've set aside for travel. A lot of people go into the gap to scavenge as well. Not everyone fares well down there, and sometimes there's some things to be had. A few lives that might have left a wagon or some gold or a child behind. Stuff happens all the time.
Scavengers in the Gap.
But if it were me personally, I'd go through the plains. But like I said, it's easier for me than others. She has some suits in there that would make it easy, but those have their own, or I should say easier, not easy. It's still its own test.
Yeah.
The Gap's also not, like I said, it's not a bad way. It's probably the way most people would choose, but because of that, it's heavily trafficked.
That's the only way I know. I never went through the plains before.
Well,
Mainly
maybe
my assistance came with just meeting someone and taking what they had to where it needed to be.
yeah.
Never been all the way through. But is there, if you had suggested the plains, is there a suggested path?
Well, that's the thing with the planes is they change quite often. It's one of the things I would recommend exiting near the woods, crossing over there through the gap. Might be a good fork in the road to choose whether to go left or to go right, based on what you know or what might be new. And then once you get into the plains, you just want to move fast. And he'll write down a little bit of like a few landmarks he knows, how far to go east and then when to turn north, things to look for rifts. He'll give you a little bit, and based on that map, I'll give you guys advantage with survival checks through the plains.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Good luck.
I appreciate it.
Matthias, he kind of gives you like one of those forearm to forearm handshakes, and he's like, Matthias meant a lot for this city, so I hope he has a swift death, or you guys can make it to him in time.
If I can help it, he's not gonna die.
Logan,
So-
do you mind if I talk to you for a second?
I got a few minutes, kid. What do you need?
Like we could walk and talk. It's fine. And like I'll just start like walking in the direction that he was walking in, and
Okay.
like I'm gonna say, what did you tell them about Syria? Just real quick.
Yeah, I let him know that from what I understand, Saria made her way out of town as quick as she could. There was a 50-50 shot between going through the scales and going through the plains.
That's all you found out.
Yeah, it's this kind of like looks at you a little side eyed. Yeah, that's all I found out.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Well, I understand information is not free, so I'll give you something in return. Okay.
Okay.
I want to know where she keeps her stash, and for that, and like I take out the book. I'm like, this is what the demon or demons was writing in. I could get about halfway through it, and then the other half is all the primordial. So I feel like that's worth a lot, don't you?
I mean, some of a smuggler's best secrets are where they keep their stash. I know some rumors, but I would like to take a look at that journal if you don't mind.
Well, can I make can I make insight check?
Sure, go ahead and make an insight and a persuasion.
Insight persuasion.
Nice.
Natural 20, baby.
Nice. So with the insight, you remember one of the reasons he wanted you guys to go into the refinery is there had been more and more missing people. And somewhat like Matthias in a different way, Logan functions somewhat as like a shepherd over the people here. You know, he protects them and sends them on jobs into the plains so they can hold their own. You know, he's down here making sure some of the recreation goes well. He does a lot in this town. So he wants to see what's in that journal, and it's I think it's above board. Persuasion, yeah, kid, I'll tell you everything I know. I'd really like to look at that journal.
And I give him a smile, and I'm like, okay, there you go.
Okay. He starts to look through it. You see like there's a few flashes of acknowledgement on his face as he sees some of the names, reads some of the stuff that's going on. You see as his mouth starts to move a little bit in the infernal, and he just goes, by the gods, I can't believe this. You didn't read this?
I can't read infernal now. Give me the sparkments.
Well, I guess what I'm about to tell you, that's part of everything I know, I guess, as he kind of chuckles. Looks like they were trying to find blood of those that were magically gifted, somewhat like your friend back there. They were experimenting on imbuing the magical crystals with the blood of magic users to try to enhance their properties. And they were sending them to the capital for, I don't know what kind of stops. But it looks like Boss kind of degraded over time, started getting into worse and worse stuff, more and more torture. It says in here that unless the life of the magic user was snuffed out, that eventually the blood didn't retain its properties anymore. The only way to retain the magic in the blood was to take it all. So that's what happened to a lot of the people, I guess. A lot of families are gonna want to know what happened to the people in there. So I appreciate this. As far as the stash goes, I know that Saria did have to leave a few things behind before she got out of town. She
Just let me
wasn't
know.
someone to leave her stuff unguarded, though, and he'll write down a couple things. There's a locker she had at the bar. The half orc who runs it in there. I think they might have been lovers at one point in time. But if she has anything left in town before she left, probably be there.
Okay. Well, Logan, hopefully this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Yeah, in good faith.
Okay, take care, Remy. And I let the other two know you guys have a discount at Clea's on a few stuff before you get out of town. So take advantage of that.
Okay. And above board, I don't know. Does he know my name is Remy now? Or
Oh no.
okay, got you.
All right.
Okay,
I was
no,
just
okay.
referring to your character. So he would have went by whatever name you gave him.
Yeah.
Liam or what I think it was.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just making sure because
No.
then I would have been like,
No,
like,
that's a good catch. No, that's a good catch. I just try to refer to you guys as your names. I totally forgot that you'd given him an alias.
No, I'm making it tough for you. I don't.
the other two. So Hoppum and Ralia, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm down for, meeting back up with everybody. But if Raylis wants to go meet this person, we can go meet Skudz.
So I don't know who that. I have no idea who that is. So like, if you mention knowing a healer, Rayla's all in.
Okay, well then, if Rayla's character's all, yeah, most definitely then. I'll be like, hey, I know a guy. We'll go see if he knows something. Come on.
All right.
He runs a little shop in a basement behind one of the stores in the market. It's not well known. You go back there. There's a certain knock that opens up. You see is this purple-skinned, tall, slender Mind Flayer, tentacles wriggling on his face. Yeah. Opens the door up.
Right here. Checking out.
Do I know what this guy is?
Go talk to my plug.
That he's a Mind Flayer?
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess how common knowledge is Mind Flayers on the surface, like in town kind of stuff.
Oh, I'd say you definitely know. Yeah, you definitely know what they do. There's definitely been rumors around town. Like, not everybody knows where this guy is. He does provide some healing. He does try to help some people who suffer psychotic breaks. He tries to provide a service to the town. So he's not really looked at so much as a leech and as a problem, but there's still some trepidation around what he is. Like, by no means is he widely accepted, but yeah.
Okay. Also, I should have asked first. But
quiet while
do I have the Belazau disease from its stat block, or is it something different?
It's basically that disease.
Okay. So I guess what Hoppum would notice is that Ralia starts coughing up flies.
Yeah, not looking too great.
Yeah, when the door opens, it's just, and then like 3 flies come out. And then I try not to shit my pants in front of a Mind Flayer, I guess.
Hoppum, who's your friend?
This is Ralia here. Kind of got a little bit fucked up. We ran into a demon and, well, I'll just say this much. There was no consent on that penetration. And now it's just kind of bearing the fruit of some kind of baby that does not need to be in there. We need to get it out.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of gave it away? The cough with 3 flies or the death warmed over look on the face?
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the hole in his hand there. It didn't look so good.
I don't know if you can help him out or not, but
Oh,
really,
we can always see. We can always see. Come on in. Come down here before someone sees you.
Rayla will cautiously go down.
come on.
As you enter, you see a few people in chairs, eyes rolled back, twitching a little bit. He kind of, taps them a little bit. You see the like tendrils kind of go across their shoulders.
Let me see. Let me see what I got. Let me take a look at you real quick. Here, sit down. Sit down.
All right, Rayla will sit down and can I do it? I don't know if we did this. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know what the demon was?
Sure. Yeah. Well, and you also have its head, remember?
I was gonna say if I don't know what it is, I was gonna pull that out of a bag.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, go ahead.
Jokes on you, I forgot how to do that.
You can do an Arcana or a religion, whichever's better for you.
It's like religion.
yeah, some good shit you be in when you make you
no.
supplies.
4.
Yeah, it was a demon.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean,
Bro.
you don't know what kind though.
No, I'm just kidding because it was a shitty roll.
I know.
Just pull the head out. Show him the fucking head. I don't remember what it is either.
Yeah, they'll pull out of like a fucking nasty looking burlap sack.
Bro, that's quite a beast there. Is this what you got the disease from? The horns, the teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, what end? The horns? The teeth?
Oh no! Oh, sorry. It stabbed me with a tail.
Oh, you didn't happen to get that, did you?
No.
Oh, that would really help. Really help. It's okay though. Let me look through here real quick.
He's gonna pull open one of the books, start flipping through some pages. Takes him a little bit.
Can I offer you any refreshments while you wait? Anything to drink?
Sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna make a little bit of tea, hand it to each of you guys.
Yeah, that might actually help out. You should just drink that down. Just let the warmth just wash over you.
When this guy turns it around, I'm gonna look in is it like a mug or like a glass? Like what is?
Yeah, it's kind of like a nice big hot cocoa mug that he brewed some tea in for you.
I'm honestly like, as soon as he turns around, Rayla's looking for tadpoles.
Go ahead and make a perception. He's gonna see if he notices you looking.
No, you bastards. 7.
Oh, I was rolling this Brezzik. You don't notice anything in there, but yeah, he kind of is like watching you look at the tea.
It's fine. Don't worry. It's good tea. It's good tea.
Yeah, Rayla will drink it.
Can I look over at Skudz real quick and be like, Skudz, is this your tea?
Yeah, this is the tea you and I brewed together. This is good stuff. It's good.
Rayla, only drink a few sips and set back.
Oh, what you? So, when you look to Rayla's like halfway. You know, when you're sick and you need the like half cup of hot tea to like soothe your throat. Rayla's like halfway through and then coughs up another fly, and then has to fish that out of the cup.
You see as the fly as it comes out of your mouth, it like is kind of like looking like it's almost half drunk in itself as it kind of zigzags, not flying straight. Yeah, falls into the cup. Yeah, so Hoppum, after you take a few sips, start to kind of zone out a little bit. Both you guys, you kind of feeling good. You forgot about like the hole in your hand, Rayla. The flies in your throat are bothering you so much. Definitely kind of a sedative effect washing over you. But Hoppum, as this is going on, you're kind of zoning out. You're sitting there, you're like shadow boxing a little bit, and you're just kind of, free flowing. And then all of a sudden you kind of start to feel that there's this different like momentum to your key as you're kind of just like swaying back and forth. You kind of dig it. And like it's almost like you see yourself and your martial arts skills and your key in a different way as you kind of enjoy this state, this zone, this zen you're in. Takes Skudz a few minutes. He ends up finding, he's like,
Oh, yeah, the bullets out. Nasty thing, nasty. I would have really liked that tail if you could have gotten it, but maybe next time. Well, this is something I can fix. It's not, it's not easy. Let me tell you. Would you be willing? I got this little guy right here.
he pulls out like a little little worm, and he goes,
If you I could do it for free. If you just wanted to just take this little guy with you, Rayla.
Me as a player is so down for this. What does this little worm look like? Can I get a closer look at that?
Yeah. So it looks like this really plump caterpillar, and it's got, like a few little tendrils on the front of it, a few little frills and hairs. Yeah, it's definitely a Mind Flayer worm.
Oh,
One nice little spike right on the front of it.
well, this is why we have backup characters.
I'm so happy I wasn't the only one.
Rayla,
'Cause I was thinking about
what am I eating it? What am I?
Yeah, just go ahead and put it at the bottom of that tea and just drink it on down. Just drink it.
I'm gonna try to inside check this real quick.
Okay.
Man, I hate that I'm all zen right now because I would love to be watching this go down.
He's definitely excited about this, but doesn't seem super nefarious. There's definitely it's not all good, but not like he's trying to make you a thrall or anything like that. It's almost just like the vibes he's getting is like this creepy dude wants a friend. That's the vibes you're getting.
Well, Rayla will plop it into this drink and drink it.
Okay, as you drink it, your head kind of, tilts back. You see the ceiling, and as you see the ceiling, it's almost like it just keeps going, and your eyes just keep falling back into your head until, everything just goes this nice shade of amber. You're out for a little while, and while he's out, Hoppum, you see his Skudz kind of mix some stuff together, puts it on Rayla's skin. He gets this nice long kind of mosquito looking needle, and he slips it in Rayla's arm, and he begins to kind of pump this injection into him. Looks like he's trying to rid Rayla of his disease. You guys are in this little drug den for probably 2, 3, 4 hours, just kind of zenning out, and Rayla getting attached to his new symbiote. But you are no longer diseased. So while that plays out, going back to the three of you at the bar, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna walk back to where Brezzik is and where Carakas is. And I'm gonna say, well, I figured out what's in the book, and I also figured out where Saria has her stash. So maybe we could get some of the stuff that we could get.
Sorry, I'm still trying to fucking wrap my head around what the fuck just happened.
Yep, it's good. It's good stuff.
Oh my god. Me as a player, I'm sitting here going, you fucking dumbass. Me as a character, I'm sitting here going, I probably should have fucking joined you and told you, don't go to the fucking Mind Flayer, you dumb fuck.
Hey, look, don't be talking shit about Skudz, all right? Skudz is cool, dude. He's got
the
little
best
quirks.
doctor this town has for some reason.
He's got some quirks, but he's a cool dude. All right, look, I'm just saying,
Man.
the man does work in mysterious ways. That's all I can say. Just remember, sip on the tea.
Yeah, she left her stuff in her locker somewhere around here. So I say we go find it and see what she left behind.
Dude, almost
feel
forgot.
like ex-lover or something might be looking over, but you know, we could deal with him.
I would like to go to the shop since we have that discount. As I walk up to the shop though, to the shopkeep, I just go, hi, I know we had some rough times. Last time I came off a little crass. Don't hurt me this time, please.
She kind of looks at you a little bit, and she seems a little embarrassed. And then go ahead and roll. So how I guess earnest is this apology?
It's sincere.
Okay. So yeah, she looks at you and she goes, oh, well, now I feel bad. And she goes and she taps you on the head, and you feel a little bit different than you did before. But yeah, there's she undid something that she had done. Well, Logan told me that he could extend you guys his discount, which I'm more than happy to do. And sweetie, I do really appreciate that apology. That does mean a lot to me. You know, I don't get a lot of visitors down here, and those that come down here sometimes don't treat me very well. So thank you very much. What can I help you with?
I would like to see what you have available. I might buy something. I promise this time I won't try to, deceive you. Though you can't blame me. It was a bag. We didn't know each other. I had to try.
I totally get that, and maybe you just haven't dealt with very many merchants. But when you insult their wares, it's all I have is my word and my honor. And if people think that I'm selling bum stuff down here, I'm not gonna get the money I deserve. So I can't be having people spread those types of rumors. I hope you understand.
Oh no, I definitely nope. I would
So-
not spread their rumors, but
So maybe next
I've
time,
been able to.
honey, not vinegar, right? Tell
I've been
tell somebody
able.
how nice it looks. Tell them that you've always wanted one. Tell them a sob story about how your grandma had one and it just reminds you of her, but you don't have all the money right now.
Fair.
There
I'll
we
keep
go.
that in mind.
So
Well-
what is this discount that Logan has?
That's funny.
Well, I can give you 50% off on one item, and then after that, it's 20%. He did tell me to make sure you guys looked at the planar suits, and she pulls one out. So what these are, if you're unaware, have any of you ever taken any trips into the plains yourself? I think
Negative.
Carakas, you probably have. But anyways, what these suits do, they've taken mimic technology and they basically bred them to be of some use out there in the harsh elements of the plains. So what you do is you put this suit on your body, it bonds to you symbiotically, like some mimics do, and it adapts to the elements. So it gives you a little bit more survivability out there, but you can only wear it for so long until the mimic basically eats you alive.
And then we gotta buy another suit.
Yeah, hopefully you're able to either use a new suit or fight this one off. That's common occurrence is you start sharing thoughts and drives, and before you know it you're too weak to fight them off. Let me I have something typed up. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Are you doing that? Brezzik's back from just beating his face, and he's leaning up against the wall of the pit, just eyeballing people and nodding to the pit, like, "Hey, wanna go? How about you? We a tough guy. Wanna jump in there? A couple rounds? No? Come on." Like, you?
Okay. How
There's definitely
close is
somebody that obliges.
Yeah. And this time I jumped down without using the stairs, just land with the boots. Come on! And then go ahead, do your thing. Sorry, I'm just fighting in the pit.
I was just gonna ask how close is this magic shop was to the pit?
Right across the.
Oh yeah, it's just right across the
and
cavern. And actually, to that point too, when Logan got done talking with you, Remy, you would have seen that he talked to Sela, who's his, water elemental. And what you would have seen is when Logan left, he pretty much dives right into the waters of this cavern, and that's the way he exits. But you guys just walk across that cavern where you encountered the water elemental. The shop's just on the other side.
Sounds about right. I'll look at when she says it's 50% off, and then Carakas starts like window shopping or whatever. I'm gonna like yell down, and be like, "Hey, I got a proposition for you."
You yelled that to me?
Yeah.
I have the guy like in a like my hand is over his face and he's like swinging at me like you know what I'm talking about, like you're holding a short person away.
Yeah.
And I just look up to him. He's like, "What?"
I kind of need you to be up here, so hurry up.
And I let go, and whenever I let go, he falls forward, and I just elbow him in the mouth, knock him out, and just fine, just walk away.
And when he gets
I'm
back
done
up,
playing with
up
the
to
toy.
me, I say, I'm like, listen, I know where Soraya left her stash before she left, and there might be someone guarding
Okay,
it, or at least like looking over it. So we might need to fight a half orc or something, which might be a better fight than whoever the fuck you just knocked out down there.
maybe.
So
I don't know.
and we have a 50% off at the shop. So
Mm,
and I like tap his like arm. I guess is the only thing I reach up to is like his arm. I'm like, so
I got long arms.
just hold on to your fight for like a little bit. Carakas is window shopping. Once he's done, we could go see if we could get whatever Surveyor left behind.
We gotta get on the road to where are the other two? Where'd they go?
I think they
Anyway,
went to
fine.
go cure his poison or something. So we'll see them.
Oh, that was
But I
poison. I
really
thought
want
he
to
was
get
just
that stuff.
like a mangy dog, or this is a big dog he turned into. Fuck.
Nah, he's actually a person. You just only see him when he's another animal.
I know people, and that is not a person. It was a puppy, and then it was a big puppy.
I never said he was a good-looking person.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Whatever. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go see if we can buy something. We need we
Yeah.
we need those suits, right? So let's go get a suit.
Yeah. Logan said something about suits and to go through the plains instead of the way I know. I only know a certain way through the gap, but Logan had said that it may be easier to go through the plains.
Yeah,
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure that way.
and I think we gotta buy suits for the other two as well. So
Just so
we'll
you
put it on
know,
next time.
I just want to be completely above board with that. Like, as a DM, I'm not telling you to go that way.
I know.
You ask the guy who's used to going through the plains, right? So, yeah, you still make your own decision. So,
Right, and
cool.
my intellect is like, yeah, I guess if the smart guy tells me it's good, then I might as well go that way.
No, that's totally cool.
But which one are you more comfortable with? Because you're honestly,
I see it on the
listen,
map right now.
I'm a thief, right? I steal shit. So
And
I
I like
never
I
really
get
got
high and I
hired
get low
for
to you. I'm like, you steal shit?
yeah, like this coin, and like I flip it.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to? So when you flip it, Brezzik, go ahead and make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you're fucked, bro.
Oh,
Time to
I'm a
get the
wise
drool
zombie.
on.
Here we go.
Time to get the drool on.
There it is.
Yeah, so he flips the coin, and you're just like looking at the coin as it's just like paused in the air.
Brezzik, what do you have on you? Like what do you have like on your person?
I have the belt. I have my bread. I have the magic crystals, which are in my pack. I have the boots on my feet and the cypress.
His fucking coin is
Yeah, so
firstborn.
so as Brezzik is like looking at the coin, I just like reach into his pouch and I take out one of the blue crystals, and then like
Okay.
I catch the coin, and like you snap out, and I'm like, yeah, see, thief.
So you
And
still
like
have to make. So you still have to make a sleight of hand against his passive. So go ahead and make a sleight of hand, and we'll see if he notices. And then what's your passive, Brezzik?
Better than that. It's going to be 10, I think. Hold on a second. Passive perception 10. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you flip the coin up in the air. He's definitely, like distracted. He's watching the coin. But as you're distracted, you kind of see as he puts his hand in his pocket and pulls out this crystal.
And then you feel this giant meat hook around your fist, and I just lift you up and look at you.
I'm like, listen, no, I don't, because I was just making a point. So you were distracted, and I did take it. I still have it in my hands. Now I just gotta figure out how to get away.
Figure out how to get away.
You see? Still take it.
Where's part of the plan?
I was just like, I wouldn't make a habit of stealing from people that you tend to travel with. That's just me.
I'm not actually taking it. Like I said, making a point.
All right, let's.
But
What?
what I do want to take is whatever is in Saria's locker. That's what I do.
Let's go. Let's go take it. We need to buy suits. We need to go take shit, and then I want to go get Maddie. That's my only goal now.
Yeah. Let's go see if Carakas is done shopping, then we'll go see if we could get to that locker.
Yeah, so Carakas, Hoppum, Ralia, anything you guys want to chime in with?
How much is?
You said you're here for like 4 hours.
Reading over it, I really don't like it. But how much is a diver gear?
They are normally 200 gold. You could get one for 100.
I mean, we're going to need one. I'll go ahead and buy one for myself.
Okay, nice. You see what it does there in chat. You can put that into your gear. Do you need me to explain any more of that stuff? So pretty much the way it works is you have this suit on there. It will bind to you. It'll help you get through different elements. It
That is
reduces
me
your
already,
maximum
so.
HP by 1 every day that you wear it.
I'm not obligated to wear it all the time, though, right? I
So-
can't take it off.
Yeah, but so once you attune to it, it's going to take you a little while to attune to it. It takes, what's the rule on that? Isn't it like 8 hours to attune to something?
An hour.
So 1 hour.
An hour. Okay, so it takes an hour to attune to something. So if you take it off, you're not going to be able to put it back on for another hour. And then the other thing is, once a mimic suit is removed, it must be fed and coerced into being wearable again. So once you guys put this on, you're probably going to want to keep it on until you either have to take it off or until you get through the plains. You can have it consume 1 point of health to function as a necklace of adaptation, so you can breathe and have advantage stuff in different areas. So like the necklace of adaptations allow you to breathe in almost any environment. So you guys can use these to swim. You can use them to get through gas. Super beneficial there. You can give up 1 point of health to get advantage on con checks against elemental exhaustion, which is going to be something you'll encounter going through the plains. And then you can give up 1 point of health to use it as elemental camo, which gives you advantage on stealth trying to get through the plains. So if there's things that you're trying to avoid or move sneakily, it does that as well.
There you go. You're
Question,
welcome.
Jake.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fully created.
Question above table. Whenever you say reduces total HP, is it max? So like you don't get it back, or is it like a energy drain from like a goal or something like that, where a long rest would bring it back, or don't we know?
For the off the maximum health points, that's the question you asked.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah. So so it's basically there's this symbiotic relationship. You're feeding the mimic while you're wearing it, and after a certain amount of days, it's going to be stronger than you are. Once you take the suit off and you long rest, you will gain those health points back.
Cool. That's
Yep.
fine.
Yeah. No, it's a good question. Not a long-term punishment. Just while you're getting these advantages, there's a cost.
Cool.
Can you explain the? Oh, sorry.
No good.
The plains desert. Like, what does that mean?
The plains desert. There are during the different cataclysms, the plains portion was where the material tried to siphon off magic from the plains. The material was losing magic, and it was like, well, there's a magic on the airplane, there's magic on the plane of fire, there's magic in the Fae, and they opened up these rifts to siphon magic into the material. It didn't go so well, or it wasn't so it wasn't an exact science. And so in some of these areas, basically what's happened is those plains, the rifts have opened up so wide where basically you're going through a desert of that plane. So you're traveling through the Fae or through the plane of fire or through, and it can be a variable type thing. But the plains divers, that's pretty much what they do is they go into the plains, they find magical beasts, magical essence, magical stuff, and they bring it back to the material. That's how that works. So as you guys head into the plains desert, there's rifts over there, and that's kind of what happened a little bit with what's going on in the refinery and in the forest. Is there's a rift that opened up. That's how you guys have the pond. There's a rift to the plane of water, and that's why that pond is salt water, not fresh water, because there's water that splashes through that rift and creates the pond there in the city.
Okay.
Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just when I heard plains desert, like it was before the game started.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, it's just a desert that is like a
Let's
barren
hope not.
shithole. But that is not the case.
This is going to be mostly a role playing session, and less on the actual fighting.
Who was I working with? Who needs me? What's going on?
I think like if we go scoop Carakas from the shop, I'll bust in and like, yeah, when you gonna show me that sleep punch, and just like shadow box her a little bit.
Okay. Well, I was basically going to say, as I'm down there with the shop and buying that, if both Remy and Brezzik are coming down, I will just kind of look back as I'm doing my dealings. I'll look at Remy and just say, I thought you were trying to find Rayla's stash. How's that going? Where is it?
I know where it is. I just don't want to do it alone because there's a big dude there that might want to hit me for it. So I get 2 people to get hit for me.
Oh, so we got to go fuck somebody up. All right.
Basically.
She says, speaking of that, I caught the tail end of your fight the other day, Brezzik. Quite a show. Well done.
It would have been even better if you would show me that little, and I like knock on Carakas' head, like that thing. You got to show me that. Come on.
Oh, maybe someday. Maybe someday.
Come on.
Marodney is streaming on YouTube.
What is it? The lamb rack? What was that you did?
YouTube.com/Marodney.
No, the thing with the carry and the knee in the face. Yeah, I'll show you that. Absolutely. Yes. But the lamb rack is really good over there too.
Quite a spectacle. It is. Well, your friend has purchased some diving gear. Is there anything that I can help you with? As mentioned, 50% off one item and 20% after that.
And then
do you guys still have the list from the shop?
Champion. I don't know. Did you pin it?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Fuck yeah! I'm charismatic as. Persuasion. There we go. 10.
You have a -1 to
Marodney07.
Yeah,
of course it does.
You can see his end.
That's all I do. If there was a one-trick pony, I'm it.
But you could be like
me and Nam
are
the only one. Me and my brother are the only 2 doing it.
The one that people are like, "Aw."
She says, "Yeah." I mean, she says, "I'll put a nice bow on it for you."
Blue?
Of course.
Yeah, you got yourself a deal.
So it's 100, right?
It is 100 for the suits. Yes.
Okay.
By the way, I wanted to ask: are me and Rayla still tripping balls right now? Or
no, you guys. That's why I asked if you guys would like to do. Okay. Rayla, you wake up. There's a little bit of like a pinch, like a little bit of like a almost like you have a ear infection, like something in your sinuses. But it's not so bad. You notice that your skins begin to heal. There's no more coughing up the flies.
It seemed to work. It's both. Well done, my friend.
Rayla will give a small thank you.
Anytime.
And the it was probably the tea. Never mind. And Rayla walks out.
I'll be seeing you soon.
Come back here, you pigly son of a bitch.
By the way, I did want to say something and bring up something. When we were in the forest, I forgot because I guess because I rolled a 2, that meant I found 2 of the brown mushrooms.
Exactly.
But I have Nature's Bounty, so
exactly.
So that means I have 4. Now, question. Exactly. Does that only really work for me because technically we were both looking? Does that extend by proxy because we were both technically looking?
What I will say, so what I will say, Rayla's a druid. You're a monk. You like to be in nature as well. Right now, that benefit extends to you. If this is a course of action that you guys do more and more and you guys get used to working together, then I will extend that over to Rayla's searches as well. But for right now, that stuff's just you.
Okay, I was just
because you're attuned to it. Good question though.
Okay.
Anything that you guys do, like that you guys want to put a conscious effort into, like if there's a book you guys want to read, if there's a skill you want to learn, if you guys RP or spend time doing it, I will allow you guys to grow in that skill. So, if that's something that you and Rayla want to do, is forage for stuff a lot, medicine stuff, nature scavenging, mapping, whatever.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
that's
the
what
more
my
you guys
character
do
is,
it,
bro.
The better you guys
Most
will get.
definitely. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So since we're leaving Skudz and everything, and I have this, I lean over to him and I lean over and be like, Skudz, as always, bro, appreciate it. Thanks for the help. And I hand him one of the full plants of the stargazers that I found while I was looking and foraging back a while. I don't remember. I think that's when I was with Brezzik, and I found that. And I found one of the full plants.
Thanks so much. I haven't seen one of these. What does this one do?
I don't know, man. I found it. Thought maybe you could have it since you helped us out, and since it's the full plant, you've got everything.
Yeah, appreciate it. You want a worm too, Hoppum?
As always, I truly appreciate it, man. But I'm gonna catch you next time on that.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Have a good one, Skudz.
Bye, Hoppum.
Bye.
And so then I take off running, trying to catch up to Rayla.
So Rayla, they're still shopping. If you guys would like to meet them at the shop, you're more than welcome to. Is there something else you guys would like to do after leaving Skud's little drug den?
Interject real fast.
Yeah.
The poison symbol, like, that needs to be taken off of Rayla, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Totally forgot.
Right. I'm just making sure.
Nope, I appreciate it because I wasn't going to.
So we're all at the shop right now?
Yeah, they're buying some stuff. Two of you guys bought diver's gear, right? Remy and Carakas so far?
I bought mine too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you bought yours. So each of you take 100 gold out. You guys get these diver's gears. You see there's like a couple little eyes that open up on them. And look at you. Some little barbed teeth in different places, like the armpits, the crotch.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
Nom, 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 nom.
You had me at teeth in the front.
So these are crotch goblin mimics. I see. By the way, I just want it to be known that when me and Rayla run in to the store, Hoppum looks and goes, "Did she touch him and put him asleep again?"
No.
Shit.
Teach me how to do it either. Yeah.
Great.
Up top, how much are the potions of healing?
What are they in the same prices guide?
I believe they were 50, if I remember correctly.
That's a good question. Where the fuck is
So
there, dude?
healing potions are normally double, but with your guys' discount, I'll give them to you for whatever is in the same pricing guide.
Oh.
Potion.
It's underpinned, by the way.
I got it here. 50, yeah.
See? That's right.
Greater healing's $150. All right.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
So let's. So technically, wild shape does. If I wild shape, I don't get my stats or any of my items.
Okay.
That's rules as written. But what if I wanted to throw in for the hill giant thing, and then be a obscenely strong bear?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you, I would allow that. Like, I think that makes sense to me. I mean, that makes sense to me. If you drink a potion, like, say if you drink a potion of invisibility and then you wild shaped, like, I would allow that, even though it's not like you can take an action.
No, that works for me because it's a bonus action. Oh, get fucked! Yes.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
All I gotta say is you better name it Kodiak Kool-Aid.
Well, it's either that or I get the potion, and then I spend my first turn in combat turning into a bear. Sorry, excuse me, setting the potion on the ground, turning into a bear, and then using my action to sit there as a bear and open this bottle with no thumbs
Ah,
Yeah.
and then drink it.
Yeah. As long as it's like something that's like planned and it's not something like that's an oh shit moment, you want to take advantage of the situation, like I'm cool with it.
Okay. So how much is that potion?
Whatever is in the same prices guide.
Where
Hold, please.
is that?
Potion of what? Giant strength?
Hill giant
Yeah.
strength.
Hill giant strength. It is not.
Can I give it to you?
It should say
How
what
much-
uncommon or rare is. So whatever the type of potion is, I think it'll have a price. Okay, you've got one of the
Uncommons
potions.
are $1.50.
How much exactly was just a potion of healing again?
50.
With the discount and stuff?
It's 50.
50.
50.
By the way, Ray, I want to be able to give you the potion and pet you and be like, "Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Drink up and be nice and strong. Be a big old teddy bear."
Still a person.
I'm still a person.
Yeah, but see, you'll be in bear form at that time.
Druids have to deal with.
Speaking,
You'll be in
speaking
bear.
of which,
You're
whenever
going to
Rayla
get-
walks in, it's like, who's a new person? Where'd the puppy go?
Yeah.
Told
My
you.
good dog. I'm gonna shit on your floor.
Look, I have
You
two
get to
puppies
choose
in
when
this
you're a
group.
person and when you're not. Yeah.
I got
you
one
guys-
that can
have you guys seen-
change and one that stays the same.
Have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows movie?
Oh yeah.
So what'd you do last week? I turned into a dog and hit 6.
Oh,
God.
He's 2,000 years old. I don't think Pete has come into a flat meeting.
Peter, I brought you a chicken and a broom.
well, this is taken.
Fucking love that movie.
Lord.
It doesn't
Okay,
even have the
anyways,
price on
So,
you know.
so both the health potions have been purchased, right?
Oh, there are
Brezzik
only
got one,
two?
and then did anybody else buy the other one?
Are there only 2?
There are only 2, I believe. No, there's
Oh.
3. There's a potion of healing,
And a greater.
a potion of healing, and a greater.
The grader's $1.50.
Wait, no. Hoppum, didn't you buy a potion of healing earlier?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I wanted to buy
I-
one. That's why I was asking if we're all in here because I wanted to buy one. And if no one has bought one of them before I've gotten here, I would have liked to get one of them. Cheap ones. But y'all have first crack at it because y'all
If
were
you-
there.
I've already spent money on the planes gears. If you want to go ahead and buy that, feel free.
So no one has bought either of the potions or anything like that. I will take one of the potions.
Okay. Are you buying yourself any plains diver gear?
Yes, I might as well. I mean,
So that'll
How
be
much are those?
150 gold. They're 100
Yeah.
gold each.
So yeah, it's
let me pull out my notebook and find my purse.
Boom. Is there any other shopping that you guys would like to do?
I'll get. There was there a planes diver thingy for all of us?
Yes, there's 7 suits.
Okay. I will take one but I'm not going to get the potion.
Okay.
Okay. Now that everybody's here, everybody shop. Let's go see what's left for us. And then like I told everybody the same thing I told Brezzik and Carakas. And I'm like, I think I know where it is. So let's go. And then let's head out to the plains.
Well, okay, so real quick before you guys leave, since you're all here, decent, safe environment. Do you guys want to come up with a plan on how and when you're going to leave town? I think you guys should kind of discuss that before you guys head out to the bar.
Is leaving town a problem?
Well, any way you choose to leave town is going to be difficult. It's either the gap,
Oh.
it's the plains, it's the scales. Like none of it's easy. You guys don't have, Remy asked about and Brezzik both asked about some equipment. You guys don't really have anything, any means of transportation, you guys have what rations and stuff come in your packs. But if there's anything else you guys would like to get or any plan you'd like to devise before you go back basically to where, above ground isn't super safe, especially, there's rumors about town of magic users. There's the fracas you had at the museum and now at the refinery. More people might be looking for you now. So you might want to devise, this is day 3, and you guys know that it was going to be about 10 days until the magic ceremony when Matthias might be executed.
So,
I mean, we all bought the gear, so planes.
Well, question: where around about on this map is the stash supposed to be?
It's in the bar.
It's inside the bar.
Yeah, it's in a locker.
Ooh. Remy, would Delph help with you trying to go get that?
Who?
Yes, you. Dexterity.
Oh, Dex, yeah.
And then we're gonna get the stash, and then we're gonna go get some rations, and then we're gonna start the hike.
I know Remy really wants to get the stash. God, I don't want to do this already at this early of a level, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad if things turn out.
And I'm assuming that you guys leveled that you guys basically gave yourself a long rest, right? Like technically you guys need to take
It's funny.
because you came out of that refinery kind of fucked up, right?
I mean, I was pretty fucked up. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay. Well, that's up to you guys if you want to go right into that fight.
I really wasn't. In my head, I was thinking of using enhanced ability and giving him extra dexterity save. And if he wanted to use stealth to try to sneak his way into the bar to that, which the dex would also help with sleight of hand, he could get into the stash. Like that's where my head was, but I'm like, do I want to use that spell slot already?
I mean, my dex is high enough, like I'm fine.
Well, you could never go wrong with more. Especially with
like
people.
Most likely, if you guys don't come with me, Brezzik might come with me, and if we fight, then me and Brezzik could probably handle it.
I mean, if it comes to that and the fight kind of starts to break out, I'm sure we would hear it and I would come up there.
Where is it? Upstairs, downstairs? Where is it?
It's
All I
actually
know is that it's in a locker, so I gotta look around.
Yeah.
That's all the information Logan gave me, so I gotta look around.
Why don't we at least go take a look? Jake, would you tell me what this building looks like from outside?
Of course. From outside, it's kind of a standalone bar. It's one story. There's a little bit of a railing patio type thing, some swing doors, a few patrons going in and out. Brezzik's been inside the bar. This is kind of like the main bar in town. Carakas also went inside and was asking about Saria a couple nights ago. So a few of you have been in the bar.
Yeah. So, do you just want like a perception check or insight check, or investigation check, for so that I can see if I can find either the locker or Big Orc Boy?
I mean, Big Orc Boy's right behind the bar. He's the bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, copy. So we've been in this bar twice. In the 2 times that we have been in here, I haven't seen it.
I just thought of
anything
something.
resembling
Because he
this
said we
locker,
were there for a couple of hours.
or like any area resembling this locker.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've never been back where like the workers and stuff are, no. You guys have always just been out where like the patrons and stuff are. There's just tables and beer and music.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna step behind Brezzik, and then I'm gonna roast off. Is a 12, and then I'm going to go see if I can see where the workers are going to, is like, to the best of my knowledge, where this would be held.
Here, give me one sec. If you guys, this is the scene. It's a little bit dark. This is the bar that everybody was in before.
So it's dark. If you can see my line, like I
Yeah,
see
it's starting to get
nothing.
towards the end of the day.
I see nothing
Yeah,
beyond. I see nothing here. Nothing. It's black.
It's blacked out.
Like you guys can't see anything?
Nope.
Yeah. It's blacked out like a dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the door's not open.
Yeah.
You won't see.
So right now you
How
guys
do
are
you
just
see
outside.
inside?
Can you guys see now?
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
You guys are outside.
I have a question real quick because of something. Due to the fact that we're not taking no rest or anything, we're going right into this. You did say that me and Rayla were there for a little bit of time. Like, how long was it? Like, you said like an hour or so?
You said like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys were there for like 4 hours in the drug
Okay,
den, but they were
so-
down there talking and training and shopping and like, so you guys all met up at the shop and
Yeah. Well, my question was, sorry, question, because long rest is 8 hours, right?
yeah.
And a short rest is how long?
1 hour.
Because technically I was laying there kind of like just chilling.
Oh, no, yeah.
So
Yeah,
would
if
I
you want
be
to
able
short
to, would I would have been able to gain some of my health back in that time? Because I'm actually at 18 out of 30. If technically
Yeah, if
we're
you
at
want-
where we're at.
Yeah. If you want to roll some hit die, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. And it was, mine is a D8, I believe. I don't see, where is it at on my screen? See?
If you just hit short rest on your character sheet, the little knife and fork, it will tell you what to roll, or I'll ask you what you want to roll.
I'm so stupid. There it is. Okay, so yeah, it's a D8. So just hit roll on that.
Yep. And then you can hit. There should be like a plus or something like that underneath your. You can just add it directly to your character.
Oh, it added it automatically for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure before we do anything that that's taken care of.
Yeah, no problem. As you guys approach the bar, you guys are all kind of doing your own surveying, right? People are checking out odds and ends. Brezzik, you're starting to like see things a little bit differently. See some of the angles. Like you're looking at some of the guys in here. You size them up a little bit more than before. Noticing like, oh, that guy's probably left-handed, and this table's 15 feet away. Just taking more details in than usual. Just feel a little different.
Agreed. Do I see the dude that I teamed up with? I know he frequents this bar.
Go ahead and roll on a D100. Let's see if he's here tonight.
Sure. Roll that shit. Oh, no, just one. Don't do that. Uh-oh. I'm messing up here. Go away.
$17?
He's
Or
11.
Is it 11? Yeah, he's not there tonight.
Probably smart. Probably should have left town anyway. Good. Or at least not come back here.
Is this place full?
What I'll do? Yeah,
No, there's just a few patrons. There's a couple people at some of the different tables. There's 2 people behind the bar serving. One of them's a half orc. Another one's just a very dark-skinned human. Couple dwarfs sitting at one of the tables. Doesn't seem to be too busy right now.
Knowing what I think Remy's going to do, I'm going to go up to the half orc and try to throw some distraction at him, talking about how just basically run that game with like the guy that was here before that lost or through the fights and stuff like that. I paired with him and I whooped everyone's ass, and then like I'm the champion and they love me, just like, and like being really animated about like throwing punches, almost knocking shit off the bar. I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to kind of do a distraction.
Yeah, let's do a performance check.
Yeah, charisma checks. What about them?
Hey, look at that.
God damn.
Hey, yeah, I mean, shadow boxing, throwing a fight, embellishing your own tales. That's second nature to you. So, yeah, you're performancing the hell out of this.
I swear the fish was this big.
Oh man, sorry I had to work. It's I mean, I'd like to punch some of those guys in the face myself sometimes.
Oh, you, me, the pit. We'll destroy it. We'll call ourselves like the Legion of Doom.
That sounds like a good name.
No one would ever come up with that name.
No one. Be renowned across the city.
Unique.
As they look into the camera, copyright TM.
TM. All the dwarves.
Are these 2 doors like drunk or no?
Nope. They're just chilling at that table. They're just playing a little bit of game of dice. They've got a couple bone dice on the table, rolling back and forth. Yeah, they're just chilling.
Yeah, Rayleigh just asked a good question. How many people are in here exactly?
There's probably 7, 8. 2 behind the bar. Probably about.
That's another funny thing that goes on, y'all. In our stuff is the chat as the game is going. It's great.
This
is also part of it.
Besides the half orc. The half orc's the guy we're worried about, right?
The half orc was, like he's the guy who runs the bar and might have been Saria's lover at one point in time.
Okay.
This is also, if you remember, so this is the same bar. This is the same bar that when you guys were trailing Saria, she made it look like she went here, and Carakas came in and almost got his ass kicked.
Oh, got his ass something.
Yeah, so can I roll like an insider that?
Sure.
Just to make sure that somebody is not eyeballing me and going and wanting to just immediately kick my ass.
And feels cool.
Yeah, sure. So you walk into the bar, and as you like walk into the bar, you purposely like stop in the bar and look around to see if there's anybody who's looking at you, and like why you do that. A few of them definitely look at you.
Well, okay. I don't like the looks that I'm getting. I'm just going to dip into the shadows, and y'all just ignore me, and I'll just be over here.
Are you trying to stealth, or you just want to get out of the way?
Yeah, just get out of the way.
Okay.
Sorry. I know Marodney already answered that for you.
Red tieflings kind of stand out.
Yeah.
Okay, while that distraction is happening and they're kind of like playing the game or whatever. Is this door over here locked?
Do you want me to move you up to the bar, Dave?
D&D Beyond.
Oh shoot! Did I?
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Foundry.
Yeah, we're all going.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I grabbed everybody.
I'm just gonna kind of ignore.
What the hell? Why is it keep doing that? Why am I grabbing everyone?
Have a game, and
Jake
has an open invitation for the game.
Still doing
if you would like to get a hold of him,
I grab me, and like I said, I kind of ignore the looks a little bit while keeping a keen eye. And
he is in the Discord
to the fireplace.
Cool. Yeah, it's cozy over there. Nice big roaring fire. There's like kind of a little automatic piano that's got a few keys out of tune as it starts to. It's playing some music. There's been a few stray blows that have found over there, dented the piano a couple times, so it's not the best shape, but it's nice. Yeah,
if he was on, he'd be under HOA, but he's not showing his live.
What's everybody else doing? Remy's going to try to go to the door. Hoppum's at a table. What are you doing, Rayla?
Yes, I was. Who was someone else?
It's not me this time.
Brezzik.
My cat's just rolling a box behind me, and I don't want to make noise. Yeah, I will go with Brezzik. And
that's a callback, ladies and gentlemen.
There's two bartenders.
Looks like. Yep. There's one other person at the bar up there with you guys.
So it's a half orc, and who else?
There's a half orc and kind of a dark skinned human up there.
Okay.
Got a big axe. He's kind of chopping up some vegetables. Some lime.
I will. I will order a top end drink. Whatever top shelf means here.
Okay. Orc is like, ooh, yeah, that sounds good. How about one on you, friend?
Sure. How much for the bottle?
Oh, that's 6 gold.
I will buy a bottle, and I will get 4 glasses and set them out, one for each person at the bar.
Cool. Yeah, he hands you the bottle. You pouring or am I?
Damn, I wish I was sitting at the bar.
It's your job.
I'll do it gladly. And he pours himself a drink. He has one, pours you one, and then pours himself another drink, and he pours Brezzik one.
Hey, Hoppum sitting at the table holds his drink up and goes, "Hey, don't forget who helped you." As I clink my glass back and forth.
Sorry, I'm readjusting my gold. Oh, that's right, and I'll buy the guy in the corner a shot too. Okay. Or sorry, Hoppum. He's the other corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to just basically I'll start schmoozing the bartenders up and getting them, a little top shelf drunk. I don't feel like many people would. I mean, people buy bartenders drinks all the time, but it's not top shelf, I assume.
No,
Here.
no, this kid like that
Only
orc is
the
super
cool one.
excited. There's some dust on that bottle. Looks like it hasn't been taken off that shelf in a while. Not common occurrence for people to spend on their liquor for enjoyment purposes in this town, other than just pure function. So they are enjoying drinking this with you. They seem fully enthralled.
Okay.
Runs over, pours one for Hoppum. He starts telling Brezzik one of his own fight stories. He kind of looks
Get
over
them
at
all
you real
liquored up.
quick. Brezzik, make a quick little perception.
Perception. There it is.
Oh
Ooh,
shit!
I see everything. I see the fucking
I
matrix.
see the fucking mate.
Yeah, so like as he's like pouring drinks and everything, he like pours Rayla a drink, and he kind of like looks at Rayla and then like looks away. And when you look at Rayla, you see that he's got like kind of this like lazy eye thing going on a little bit for a second. It's like one of his eyeballs is kind of like twitching, and then
Rayla does, or the
yeah,
orc does?
Rayla does,
Okay.
and then kind of goes back to being even keeled again. It was a little weird looking.
I look at the glass, and I look at Rayla, and I look at the glass. I think I'm done. It's just, that stuff. It's the good stuff, Rayla. Thank you.
Yeah, it was one
Anyone
drink.
see
I
a
got
dog
double
around
vision
here?
already.
Anyone see a
Anybody
dog?
seen a what? A dog. Anybody
Dog.
seen a dog right there? The bugbear and his dog. The extended series.
It's this fallen fox.
Okay. Remy, you are at that door. Everybody in the bar seems to be having a good time, including the dwarves. What would you like to do?
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Okay, open.
Okay. You
Like
just
I try to crack it open and then see what's on the other side.
Okay, yeah, you crack it open. This room seems to be like kind of a dining hall, bigger room, kind of like for reservations, things like that.
Okay, so nothing that I need. Yeah, sure. Okay, like once I like crack it and peek inside, I'm gonna see that there's like nothing that I'm looking for. I'm gonna go like I'm gonna try to like go this way and then like under the table and then like go under the other table so like I'm not like I trying to see if as few people could see me as possible.
Oh no, it's
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay. And then I'm gonna end up over Yall. Brother, I have not rolled above a 5 this whole game.
Let's see. Let's see if anybody notices. I'll give them all a
I
disadvantage.
don't know that fella.
They're being entertained.
Wait, do I get advantage because they are being entertained?
No, I'm having their rolls at disadvantage. That guy definitely noticed. That guy did not. That guy noticed. And that guy didn't. So both the bartenders, they are fully, engaged with their new friends up here. Both those dwarves, though, as you're moving around, they're, I think one of them dropped a die from the game. And as he goes to pick it up, he's almost like face to face with you as you're kind of skirting around. They both kind of watch as you move over to that other door.
As he's like looking like face to face with me, I'm just gonna like put like a finger to my mouth and I'm gonna have like a coin in my hands.
Okay.
Just like
Okay. Are you like bribing them off with a coin? Is that what
yeah,
you're doing?
basically
Okay.
when I
right.
go and if he
Okay.
takes it, I'm just gonna move on. And
Yeah, he'll pick up the dice and his coin. They'll go back to playing some dice.
yeah, is this door locked?
It is not.
Okay, open. Well,
Yeah.
I say open, but like I'm just like cracking it open.
Sure, you crack it open. From what
He's
you
like,
can
"You didn't
see,
see
like
shit."
kind of peeking through it, it looks to be kind of like a trophy room, like
just
kind of
keeps
like a
walking.
smoke room and everything like that. There's some different heads of different animals and stuff in there. Yeah, looks like somewhat of a community room, but also somewhat of a personal room.
Or is it, can I make a perception roll to see if I can if my Phoebe senses are tingling? If there's something that I'm not seeing.
Sure, go ahead and make a perception roll.
Stevie senses. What's it above 5?
15. Just taking a quick peek through the crack in the door, there's some names on some of the trophies, some plaques. It looks like there's a little bit of town lore and things like that in there, but nothing that's
Do any one of the trophies have Sierra's name on it?
No, not that you can see. No. As this is going on, there's a couple ladies that walk through the door. They start kind of walking around the bar a little bit. One of them sits next to you, Hoppum. The other one kind of goes and starts warming herself up next to the fire, Carakas. They're like, well, both of them ask you kind of in their own way, lonely tonight?
Fuck.
Wait, did you just say what walked up and sat next to me?
Yeah, there's a lizard folk that walks in, female lizard.
A lizard of the night.
A lizard of the night. It's a lot lizard.
Fucking lot lizard.
Exactly.
That's what I said. It's a lot lizard.
Lot lizard. No.
I think I'm good.
Okay, well, buy a lady a drink.
You know what? The audacity.
You know what? I'm a little bit generous. Here's one gold. Go buy a drink.
Oh, she looks very excited. Okay, I'll bring something back for us.
Nope. Just your stuff.
She's gonna go up to the bar. She's gonna sit right between Rayla and Brezzik. Sees what you guys are drinking. Same thing. Pour lady a drink.
Yeah, Raylo. How much do I got left?
Oh, the bottle. You guys probably have a third left.
Pour a drink.
Okay. Thanks. You guys lonely tonight? What are you doing?
I'm looking for a dog.
Me too, big guy.
Dang.
She goes rough.
Damn.
Can I insight check?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if he's that dumb. So let's see.
13.
Are you rolling insight?
Yeah.
Both of you can glean that she's in here kind of just looking for marks. Not John's, not turn tricks. She's looking for maybe people that might have money, might be dumb.
Okay.
The latter.
Good news, lady. I'm both.
I'm rich and stupid.
Good news, lady.
You're my new best friend.
Okay. As this lady's trying to huh?
No, I know that we're here for something specific. Focus.
Yep.
I'm still telling stories.
There's also Remy, when you also peeked through that door, there's another door in that room that you were looking at. Yeah, by the way.
Man, you're lucky because I was about to jump over that bar.
So,
you're lucky.
Question.
Yep.
Up in here, was there anything I guess, Remy, was there anything kind of noticeable up in there that might need another look into?
So that room was really just kind of a big it's like a conference room. It's a big dinner room. There's really not. There's a couple windows in there and one door, and that's it.
Because the only reason I ask is I assume at this point everybody is kind of just preoccupied and distracted, and it would be easy for me to just go there and just kind of
No, for sure. I mean, if
slip through
like
the
you want to
door.
go in there, you're more than welcome to go in there. Go ahead.
Well, if there's no reason for me to go in there, there's no reason.
I mean, you can. You can look around. Like I was just saying that as far as that room goes, that's all that was in that room is that room. There's no other secret entrance or door.
Yeah, there's no like I said, there's no reason for me to go in there and do like a perception check or something like that.
I mean, you never know.
God damn it, I hate you.
You
Fine.
can certainly try.
Yes, you can certainly try. You go in there.
Definitely open the box.
Yeah, as you open the door closes behind you, and there's a naked Mind Flayer.
Hello.
You fucker.
I got your popsicles.
I got a freezer full of popsicles.
I've got these popsicles.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Stick.
Uh,
Extra stick.
Yeah, don't really notice too much.
Nope.
Nope. This room. There's some nicer chairs. There wasn't really any reason to come in here, Carakas. I don't know why you did.
Fucking looks like a sim. Walks into a room and is like, why the fuck am I in here?
I'm just kidding. So, Remy, yeah, you enter that room. There's some different trophies and stuff. You see there's the female's still engaging you guys at the bar. Happy to get free drinks. She hasn't spent the gold Carakas gave her yet. Yeah, there's some plaques on there like Dart Champion League, Horseshoe Champion, different trophies and stuff on the wall. And there's a door.
Is this door locked?
It is not locked.
Open.
Okay, as you open it, there's a little string that it catches. There's a bell that rings behind the bar. Brezzik and Ralia, you guys see as it goes ding 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 ding. The orc kind of looks at it, looks at you guys at the bar, and you guys seem friendly. And he's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." He says to the human.
Oh, wait, I was getting
What are
to
you
the best
doing?
part.
Can I insight? Can I insight check the orc? Like how tough does he look?
Okay, go ahead, roll insight.
Okay, yeah, do that.
He said, "Yeah, do that."
Oh, bitch!
He looks tough as shit.
How much has he had to drink though, dear DM?
That's a good question. He has had a little bit to drink. That is for sure.
Okay. So what I want to say is like, no, wait, you're missing the best part. And I grab him and I try to lift him up to show him the torture rack.
Oh fuck!
Oh no. Okay, go ahead and
Not to put him into him and hurt it. Just to be like, I'm telling the story and I'm getting into it. It's like, oh, and then I picked him up and I did this. Right?
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check. Remy, what are you doing? Why this is going on?
Oh, I'm
drunken
like,
shenanigans.
I noticed.
And just so you guys are aware, so you guys can think about what you might want to do or what you are doing, like Hoppum, you see all this. Like you've been sitting there, the dwarfs are playing dice. Like you see the bell go off, you see the orcs start to go around, Brezzik grabs him. You just saw Remy go in that room, so think about what you guys might be doing. Go ahead and roll your athletics check. Oh, you rolled it.
It's a 22. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you grab him, no problem.
Yeah.
How much have you had
spinning
to
him
drink?
around and not hurting him? Oh, I only had the half the glass, but whenever I saw Homeboy's eyes start moving, I'm like, nope.
Okay, Remy, what are you doing?
I've been there before, and I don't like it.
Remy sees the string and the bell. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm too focused, and like I'll note that for later that I got slowed down. But I'm just looking for like a chest or anything that may be where I think the stash might be.
Make an investigation check. Okay, you don't really notice anything specific, but generally you notice in here that there's a desk. There's a few different kind of like almost like PO boxes that are around that desk. There's a chest over in the corner. That's what you notice in this room.
Is
Anybody
this
else?
rug actually there?
Yes, the rug's actually there.
I lift the rug.
Okay, you lift the rug.
Is there anything underneath?
Looks like there's just floorboards underneath it.
Okay, I can go to the
A few
chest.
stains. Looks like somebody might have been stabbed in there or something in the past, or a wine bottle broke. But there's like a little bit of burgundy on the wood floor. But yeah,
Okay. I go to the chest and then I start to try and pick it.
okay. While you're doing that, anybody else doing anything? You see Brezzik lift this orc, start to lift him into the air. You're like, "What are you doing?"
I was doing this, and I gave him the bracken.
Gave him the Brezzik special.
When you do that, he
I
goes,
gave him the lamb rack. That's what I said.
yeah, the old lamb rack.
I gave him the lamb rack.
As you start doing that, he's like, "God, there's something going on," and
Spinning him around.
with that, let us roll initiative.
Yeah.
I gave him the lamb rack, yo.
And see,
That's pretty funny, actually.
Okay, you guys all
Should've
go
made
ahead and
my own
roll.
Slippy Fizz. Where's initiative on here? Oh, I found it.
Okay. So with that, when he goes, "There's something going on," this guy that had been kind of chopping stuff, all of a sudden he looks, Brezzik has this dude over his head, Rayla's in front of him. He goes and he's going to take his axe and he's going to swing at Rayla across the bar.
That's not very nice.
It is
Yeah,
not
that's
very
kinda
nice.
that is not nice at all.
I'm just gonna move myself down here since I'm with that orc. Okay, Jay.
Yep, 23 to hit.
Oh no, that misses.
9 points slashing damage. What is this guy? Nobody's ever bought me a drink before.
So you fucking hit me with an axe?
Yeah, and then he's like sad that you betrayed him.
I didn't do shit.
He's so mad. He's so scorned. This guy's never gonna forget this.
I was about to
didn't
fuck
do
a lizard
anything.
chick, and now it's like what?
Man, really? I'm glad you didn't take the obvious joke of he must ask him a question.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is like highfalutin comedy here. We don't
It
take
is.
those easy
It's
routes.
really good stuff.
No lowbrow
Hoppum.
stuff here. No low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Hoppum, it is your turn. As you see both of these guys that were playing dice to your north, they begin to reach for their weapons. Brezzik has this guy above his shoulders. Rayla just got hit in the shoulder with an axe. What would you like to do?
So obviously these lovely fellows right here playing this lovely game are no longer our friends. And Carakas and I are flanking them perfectly already.
Sure.
So let's see, what is it? 2. That's 20 feet. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's just make this 1, 2, 3. So we do hit this dude right there. I will try to, I guess.
Is that your attack roll?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that misses. Go ahead and roll again. Remember, you have key and stuff too. If you'd like to use any of your key stuff.
Yes. Yes, I know. So let's see here, and what is it? One key. Let's see here. Fury of blows.
Nice. That definitely hits.
And I'm trying to remember how does it work exactly. Whenever you use Fury of Blows, you gain the benefit. Okay, yeah. So I don't actually have to. Okay.
Oh no, yeah, you don't have to say anything with that. So you use. I'm assuming you're doing Flurry of Blows, so you can make 2 unarmed attacks.
Yeah,
that's your first one. Definitely hits. And then so go ahead and roll to make your second one. That hits as well. So you also have your additional movement and your disengage. So you moved about 15 feet. You go up to this guy. You guys see as Hoppum like stands up from the table. He looks like he's had more to drink than anyone. He's holding his drink in his hand as he kind of like backs away from the table. He kind of like staggers over to this guy, almost looks like he's losing his balance. And your first attack misses, but then right after that, you just like smack this guy across the face with your hand that's not holding your beer. Yeah. What would you like to do after that? You want to stay there? You want to disengage?
Somebody pull a string. He's not talking.
Jesus Christ. Sitting over here looking, trying to decide. Anyways, one. I got 10 feet, right? Or what is it? Or an additional 10 feet.
Yeah, you have an additional 10 feet, so you have 25 feet of movement.
Yeah,
left.
yeah. So that would actually be 10 because that's diagonal, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that'd be 5. So about right here.
Okay. And that'll end your turn.
Right there. There we go. I was like, which button is it?
What would you like to do?
So quick question. Do we know any kind of like information as far as weaknesses on them without doing any kind of roll?
No.
Okay.
You do not.
That's fine. So
I just thought it'd be kind of funny to go ahead and do that.
Attack this one right here. I'm gonna do 60. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need the ruler. 55. That is 60 feet. You know what? No, I'm gonna do Mind Sliver on that one.
Okay. Can you describe to me what that looks like? And make your attack roll. Or is it a saving throw for me?
It's a intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Straight roll. They probably failed. So when you do your Mind Sliver, what does it look like, Carakas?
Hell, that is the first time you've asked me that. I really don't know. I really don't.
We'll flavor it how you want. How would you want it to look? What does it look like when you cast this spell at this guy and it takes hold in his mind?
Ask me on the second time. I'll have to think on that.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because I've never had to encounter. I've never had that asked to me. I've never had to think on it. So let me think on that one, and I'll come back to you on a second time of me using.
No, that's good. So just so you know, one of my favorite things to do. You might not get as much enjoyment out of this, but when I take spells, I always think about I look at the spell components. I think about how I can flavor them for my character. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't want to force that on you, but yeah, feel free to do it. So with that, who we to? Remy. You can hear some fighting and stuff, some groaning. There's a big thud up against the wall. Picture falls off on the inside of this room. What are you doing?
Gonna see if I can pick this lock.
Okay, go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
What up, dude?
You try. Your thieves' tools get a little stuck. Doesn't seem to be moving.
Yep. Well, keep trying.
Okay. All right. We'll see you in the next round. So, Brezzik, to you.
Sweet. Let's see here. How far is that? All right, and I have 30. Do I have this person lifted in the air?
Yes.
I would like to, again, like not doing pain to him, but like have him on my shoulders and like spin him around, and then, oops, I tripped over a bar stool and throw him at this dude.
Okay.
No.
Brezzik, I got you a better one in the Discord.
Go ahead and do a performance to see how well you can play this off as accidental, and then also your athletics.
My charismatic ass. Oops, there it is. Woo!
Hey, there you go.
And then athletics.
Yes, and then athletics.
Oh, I've had 20 with
Nice.
knocking on the door.
Yeah. So as you're simultaneously, you're luchadoring this. You're telling a story with your body as you're showing them how you wrestled in the arena as you chuck this guy over the bar at the other dude. He's gonna make a dex saving throw. Let's see if he gets out of the way. He catches the guy. He'll take half damage. Go ahead and roll a d8 plus your strength.
Yeah.
All right. What's my strength now? 4, I think.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I have 3.
Okay, he'll take the full 5.
And then after that, I look at the girls that were sitting at the bar drinking with Rayla and give her like bang bang, like Bradshaw finger guns.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah, toss this guy.
Yeah, so I guess I'm up here now, and then I tossed him, over here.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll say that they both fall prone behind the bar as you chucked him over there with that. You have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, that is to these two thugs. Oh, did you roll damage on that mind sliver, Carakas?
It was 4.
4.
He rolled it with the. Yeah.
Got it.
He rolled it with the spell.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, Crack.
No, that's good. Yeah, both these guys. One of these dudes. This guy's gonna run over here, and one of them's gonna make an attack against you, Carakas. That is a unnatural 20. I'm sure that hits. He's gonna try to stab you with his little dagger. Oh, why did that not? What we got going on here? Why is this? Don't pay attention to this. Oh wait, never mind. I think I got it figured out now. You take 6 points of piercing damage. This guy stabs you in the gut with his dagger.
Wait,
This
I just
guy's
got back. What? Huh? What?
You take 6 points of piercing damage. That dwarf ran up and stabbed you. And same thing. Dirty 20 to you, Hoppum. Does that hit?
You said 6 points?
Yes, 6 points.
With this little
Wrong, sir.
Crop dusting.
Why? What do you do? Oh. That is true. You take damage reduction from piercing, so you only take 3. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh no, half the wearer's proficiency bonus. So you can reduce that by 1. So you take 5. That is the damage to you, Hoppum. 7 points piercing damage.
Man, I swear to Buddha.
Rayla, it is your turn.
Okay. Are these guys? They're prone on the floor.
Yep.
Do they look worried at all, peering over the bar?
The orc looks a little disconcerted. The other guy is not so much. He's kind of yeah.
Um,
We're not too happy. Just got
Rayla
stony
will get up on the bar
Okay.
That's my kind of party.
and will look down at the dwarf, and they will say, "You didn't need to do that." And they'll I had that big gash in my shoulder.
Yep.
Rayla smears the hand through the blood and then like does like a mullet, like fucked up diesel punk, like hair slick with blood,
Okay.
and then it's going to wild shape into a bear and drop on them.
Nice. Give him the frog
Hey!
flat. Cannon bear.
So I'm gonna burn a wild shape, and then I have advantage on all my attacks because they're prone.
Yep.
Jake, I am pissed the fuck off at you.
Why? What did I do?
I come back from the bathroom and I hear I'm taking damage, confused as all hell. I have hellish rebuke,
Well, yeah, you
Oh.
and
could have
I
done that.
didn't get to use it.
That is true.
You asshole.
That is true. Hey,
Welcome to when God wants to kill you. How does
I
it
know.
feel?
I can't play everybody's characters.
Okay.
The only thing I come back to is take damage. What?
Go ahead and make your attacks, Rayla.
Yeah. So I'm doing math from D&D Beyond to this
no, you're fine.
for the monsters. Okay.
Anything with
So I'm gonna do a bite at the orc.
So gross.
Did that roll with advantage?
No.
That did not roll advantage.
Not.
That definitely hits. See if you crit. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay, I missed.
Okay,
It would have
20
missed
hit.
anyway.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, and then that is a 1d8 plus 4, right? Yes.
Yes.
Boo. Okay.
He still didn't like that too much.
And then oh no, wrong button. Fuck, how do I undo a die on here? Okay, figured it out.
I know, I was doing that too.
And then it's plus 6 on the claws on the dwarf because the dwarf pissed me off.
Got it.
Okay, so this should be with advantage, I think. If I did it
Hit.
wrong, I'll redo it.
Okay. Hits.
There you go.
Okay, that, and then
Misses.
okay.
Roll damage.
See.
Ooh.
Nice. Took a big old chunk.
Yeah. So that is
The
my
half orc doesn't look like he's doing too well. He's bleeding. He's kind of confused by this whole thing. He's thought you guys were friends, and the other guy with the axe that was cutting vegetables and everything, he looks a little pissed off. Okay, with that, did you have anything else? Sorry.
not what you're.
Okay. It's going to go to the orc. Let's see, what does he do? He's going to kind of look around. He saw some magic pop off. You just morphed into a freaking bear. He's going to go, I think these were the ones they were looking for. And he's going to go to try to run out this back door.
Can I make an attack of opportunity?
Go ahead. Yes, if you'd like to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Nope, wrong button. Nope. Oh boy.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Okay.
So one thing I will say, this is a bar. A lot of people come here. You guys might not be super nice, but they are townsfolk. So how do you do this?
So I'm large, so I'm taking up like this whole space.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So instead of a like killing slash, maybe just a real nasty like door frame slam.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Like it.
Catch him on the backhand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets up, he goes to run away, and you just like you see this paw just like clothesline from hell him into the door. And just like lifts him off his feet, throws him right into the walls. You see him just go limp across the bar. He is snoozing.
Fun fact, I saw a shoplifter go out like that on a glass door.
Oh goodness.
He was running for the door, and two people tried to tackle him, and he tried to jump over, and they caught him, and he caught the door with his face and broke it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that sounds horrible. So
neat.
To point out to Dustin and to Carakas, if you guys aren't familiar, there's something called non-lethal damage. If you don't want to kill somebody, but you want to incapacitate them, that's what you can do in order to basically make them unconscious instead of unalive them.
Well, I mean, most of my stuff is smacking them with a stick and fists. So
well, yeah. So
I just want to put them down anyways.
Like, I mean, you can still punch somebody and shove their nose into their face, or you can, love tap them on the back of the neck, right? Like there's lethal and non-lethal still. So
not me.
Unless you intently tell me it's non-lethal, I assume every attack is lethal. Okay.
I've got spells.
Exactly.
The fuck is non-lethal spells?
There's things like that.
Less than lethal fireball.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure.
All right.
Not at
top of the round. This guy is going to try to run away as well. Go ahead and get your attack of opportunity off.
I used mine.
Oh, yep, you did.
But he does have half movement because he was prone.
That's true. Going to dash. All right. Hoppum, it's your turn.
Okay, so I don't know about these guys here. Let's see. I don't know about these guys right here. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think we came in here to kill anybody. But shit just popped off, so now we're in just a good old fashioned bar brawl.
That's true.
So yeah, I mean, let's put it this way: all my hits are focused just to incapacitate, not to completely kill. I mean,
Got it.
If shit happens and I just kind of hit them right dead in the throat with my staff, well, sorry. But this homeboy standing right next to me, he's about to catch what I was just talking about. One of these, please. Oh.
That hits.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Quarterstaff to the throat. What else would you like to do?
I didn't mean to.
He kind of half vomits some beer in your face.
Oh, oh shit!
There you go. All right. Yeah, you quarterstaff this dude right in the throat, and then you follow up with a punch. Not feeling too good. Is that everything you got? You want to do anything else?
That is all the actions I have, but I'd like to move.
Feel free.
That would be a total. Yeah, that'd be a total of 11 damage.
Okay.
If you're doing max damage plus roll.
Okay.
Actually, wait. No, if I move, he'd be able to hit me, right? Because he's still.
He would be able to hit you, yes, unless
Yeah.
you disengage and use your key point stuff.
No, never mind. No. That's right.
Okay. That one. Oh no. So as long as you're staying attached to him, if you want to move there, Hoppum, you could. As long as you're basically staying engaged with him, like still touching his square, you can move anywhere there.
No,
but if you move away from his square, that's when he'd get to attack you.
Yeah. No.
So if you want to move to say like here, you can.
No. I wasn't.
Okay.
I was gonna move further away. I was like, wait, never mind. I have to use disengage.
Carakas, it's your turn.
Well, this person in front of me has already pissed me off. I don't care about just incapacitating. What the fuck am I gonna do with incapacitating spells? Fuck that shit. So I'm going to start off Firebolt. Guy right in front of me. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna do Quicken Spell.
There you go.
Okay, it's already deducted. And do another Firebolt.
Just hits.
Barely.
Would you like to describe that at all, or would you like me to describe it?
You go ahead. You probably
okay.
They're not good.
You go and so Carakas lets this firebolt loose from his hand. You see as it flies out. He knows it's going to miss. He does a few movements with his hands, reaching into kind of this arcane fiber that he still has an attachment to in the world, and his blood and everything. Another firebolt rips out, hitting this dwarf in front of him right in the face. When that happens, these two dwarves definitely take notice of that. Freaks him out a little bit. So with that, 6 points of damage, 15.
With him being this close to me, if I move away, he's gonna get attack of opportunity, isn't he?
Possibly, yes. Up to you. You can always roll the dice. Literally.
I would really like to just move over this way, just kind of.
You definitely should. A little bit. You should do that.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking roll an attack of opportunity against me and take more of my fucking hit points. But you know what? I'm fucking ready for it this time. Hellish rebuke. Fuck you. I don't care.
Let's do it.
What do I need to roll? Let's go.
Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay, then he misses you. You just wanted to get Hellish Rebuke. I'm not dumb. All right. All right. With that, it is to Remy. You tried to pick this lock. It is stuck. You can hear screaming and fire and bottles cracking and doors thudding outside. What are you going to do?
Remy!
We're doing fine. Nah, you guys are doing fine.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah, you
maybe.
You go, you hear a click. What are you going to do?
Open.
You open it. You should make a dex saving throw.
Yay. Good at that.
Okay. You end up, there's this explosion of dust into your face. A little bit of coughing, a little bit of sneezing. You definitely could have been blinded, but you weren't.
Nice. Look inside.
Looks like there's an envelope with some writing on it. To my dearest, and then a name. There's a little pouch, and it looks like there's a little like shoebox size little box in there.
I take everything.
Okay, you grab the stuff. You still have your movement. What would you like to do?
What's on the desk?
Looks like just a ledger, ink, pen, things like that. Nothing too valuable left out in the open.
On one of the pages on the ledger, I draw a huge smiley face, and the smiley face is smoking a pipe.
Nice.
Draw a penis.
Nice. I like it.
And then I leave.
Okay. You go to get out of the door. That's to Brezzik.
All right. Well, if I didn't use my new shit, I'd be upset with myself. Thinking that the new puppy, the big puppy, is going to take care of everything back there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to stand behind Hoppum and pretend like I'm going to throw a left hook at the dwarf, but then come over top with the right hand. So I'm going to do a, what the fuck is it called? A maneuver, feigning attack.
Nice.
So I spend the superiority die to gain advantage.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So
You're a
with that,
fighter. Okay.
with that, I'm going to do, I guess, this. Advantage.
Clean this. There's another.
Hits.
22. Guess it didn't roll my damage. Great. What is it for that? I'm just gonna roll this again because
I
it's gonna
got
roll
you.
the damage.
Oh, it's a couple
9 plus a.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, don't you get your superiority die on that too, or no?
Yeah.
Nice.
So 12 total damage.
What type of damage you trying to do?
Just knock him out.
Okay, yeah, you would knock him out. See, there's this left that faints over Hoppum's shoulder, and then there's this right that almost comes right over the top of his head, punching this dwarf.
Directly in the forehead and just knock him out.
Yeah, don't forget I'm like Gumby too, so he just malleables me around. I'm just standing there, stoned off my mind and slightly just drunk, just full gone, and I just hit him and everything. And I'm like taking another sip of my drink, and here comes Brezzik, and he just. I'm like, okay, we're doing this. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right.
and just in case for the viewers at home, bugbears have reach, so I have 10 foot. That's how I was able to do that.
Yeah. Yep. That's a really cool visual. I like that. Like that you're just swaying, and as you're swaying, Brezzik's kind of just punching around you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
My hammer drunk, he pops to the right. That's when I fake with the left, and then he comes back in. I grab him, move him around, and then pop him.
It almost looks like you're trying to punch Hoppum, but he's just moving, and you knock out the dwarf behind you. Yeah, that's amazing.
Love it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, cool. Good turn. With that is the thug. He just watched his other friend get knocked out. This guy in front of him just twisted the fabric of magic and threw fire in his face. He is going to run and jump out this window as he kind of like screams. Yeah, so you've had 2 people flee from this fight. 2 people are completely knocked out. Would you guys like to do anything to prevent these people that are running, or are we going to end combat?
Can I still can I see the person that was back here?
You'd be able to see him, yes. But his turn before. No, his turn's after yours. So he's probably a good. So he was able to move 45 feet. So
he's gone. Like if I jump down,
I mean, you've got your movement. He was able to move 45. So if you want to move, you can get within 15 of him. Or a bear moves 40, right?
Yeah. So like, where is he's not in the room? He's gone.
No, he jumped out the back window.
Okay. And there's no other combatants left.
No, there's 2 people incapacitated and 2 people that have seen your power and fled.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna drop wild shape.
Okay.
I'm sitting here talking muted, and I'm just like, no, that bastard's not getting the fuck away. No, that's 30. I got 30 feet of movement. No, I'm gonna throw another firebolt in his fucking face.
So
You're
I
not
will
getting
say,
away.
and I don't want to like rewind too much, but like whoever was over, who's that?
That one?
Could there have been an attack of opportunity on that guy?
No, he had already moved.
No.
Carakas had moved away from him. He was already by himself.
Okay.
Yeah, he was around about here. I had moved over
Okay.
to here. He did try to do an attack of opportunity, missed, and he jumped out this window over here. He is currently standing here. I moved my 30 feet to right where I am now. I can currently see him out that damn window, and
Yeah, so he can move 50 feet. So with getting out that window, he's about 35 feet away. So you move up to that window, you make your attack. Would you roll? 15?
I've got 120 feet of range. You think I can?
Yeah, there's some other buildings and stuff in here too. So as you look out, you see there's some other buildings, some other markets. It's not just like straight visualization, but you do have a bead on him. So 15 hits with 9 damage. Let's see, how much does he have left? Okay, he's looking pretty rough as you singe his back. You see it catch on fire in the evening light. He's not doing too great. Anybody else? So that's Carakas' turn. He's going to get another turn to dash, and he'll be out of sight when it comes to his turn. So we've got Remy and Brezzik before his turn.
Go ahead, Remy.
Remy's just gonna walk out and see all the people like knocked down and stuff. He's like, oh, okay. It's like I got what I wanted, and he just like walks out.
Okay, Brezzik,
Like, wrap it up.
you.
Yeah. I'm gonna run back to the bar,
Okay.
grab a handful of like bar nuts or whatever like that, and
Yep.
tell the girl that was like buying drinks, like, "There's your mark, sweetie," and then just run.
Okay.
Point to the orc. There's your mark, baby, and then just roll.
I have one quick question just to make sure.
Yes, sir.
Now going forward, if I use a font of magic to sacrifice a spell slot to gain sorcery points, is that a action, bonus action? What is that?
I believe it's a bonus action.
Is it
Ryan, Dave, you guys want to overrule me on that?
No, it's about
What is it? A sorcerer thing?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Converting a
what's
spell
it called?
point to a sorcerer point. Do you know if that's an action or a bonus action?
I will check
Flexible
right now.
casting, I think it's called, and it's a bonus.
So the reason I'm asking is, for example, I just did, my action was firebolt and was wondering about, sacrificing a first level spell slot to get some sorcerer points back, and then possibly using quicken spell after. Like, I don't know the.
Yeah. So did you use sorcery points for one of your spells?
I've done quicken spell already, so I've got one of 3 sorcery points.
Hang on, I don't use sorcerers very often. But okay, I'm gonna find where it says it. Usually it would say like in bonus actions, like this is where I would go check D&D Beyond because it has a very clear list of bonus action stuff. But I'm not 100% sure. because I don't use these guys very often.
Yeah, so it is like the what you call it, the Flyin Magic, the flexible spellcasting is shit. It was in my brain and I just lost it. Bonus action to convert either spell slots into sorcery points or vice versa. But if that's your bonus action and you already used your action, you'd have to wait till your next turn to use the sorcery points to cast another bonus action. Follow me?
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise it basically
You
gives
would
you
have
an
two
endless supply. Yeah, it's converting them in the same round would create a lot of problems. So you have to kind of have your breaks.
Okay.
So,
That's
yeah.
what I was just kind of wondering. Like, if it was a kind of thing of I can do like in one round, I could use that and then sacrifice a spell slot and then use a bonus action to use quicken spell, and then my round is
Right.
done.
But the thing is, you couldn't
Yeah.
use two bonus actions. You can
I
convert
got you.
the spell
Yeah.
slot
I got you.
as a bonus action. And then next round you get your bonus action back and you can use it again.
Okay, gotcha.
That is true.
I had
There
to
is
make
also something called Bogwater that Hoppum got that gives you 2 bonus actions. Really cool stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, go off.
So with that, the fight's over. You guys seem to have ransacked Saria's cash.
Is there I'm behind the bar?
Yeah.
Is there like a copper or a register or a chest or anything?
Oh, of course.
anything we can loot.
Yeah.
Fucking, I grab that and my fancy booze, and I look at the
Jeez.
lizard lady, and I say, "Run away with me."
She
Jeez.
looks at you and I like my men a little bit on the wild side, but you're a little too wild for me. And she grabs a bottle of alcohol too, and then she goes, "But let's get out of here." And she goes to head out of the door too. With that, you guys have taken a few things from the bar, gotten Saria's cash. The town is very at this point, there's been a bar fight, there's been a refinery fight, there's people from the capital that were also kind of looking for you. Probably a good idea for you guys to start making plans to get out of town. You have your suits. Next session, I am going to plan for you guys to be leaving. Once again, if there's any direction you guys can give me in chat, I would appreciate it. I need somebody to roll a D100 for me and somebody else to roll a D4, please.
I got the 100.
Okay.
I was fixing to pull it up.
1D100. I lied. What the hell is that? Oh, too many. Here it is. Yeah. Never mind.
Oh. Well, Brezzik rolled. So you guys ended up getting 38 gold out of the register. And I'll do the 88 gold was in the little pouch. So what is that? 176? 176 plus 38. You guys got 214 gold split 5 ways.
42.
So you each got 42 gold tonight. Plus a note and a little shoebox that I will tell you what's in there next session.
Plus, with all the ums and the uhs and the likes.
I know.
Extra $3,000.
An extra $3,000. Did I say it 30 times?
Yeah.
My man was over here with a tally sheet. There it is. There it is.
I got one of them
There it
pitch
is.
counters. Click.
I'll add that onto the box.
We're got an abacus over here sliding them across.
I'll add that onto the board.
man. Trust me. It doesn't take away from it, man. We're all gonna do those fillers, so don't stress yourself, homie.
No, but I would like to try to be better. So,
Bro, you're doing great. It's awesome.
If it's to the point where it's every other word, I'm gonna ask if you're all right first.
There you go.
You might be having a stroke.
Smell toast burning.
Add him to put his arms up above his head and smile.
Yeah.
We got you.